Welcome everyone to the Season 2 premiere of Fubar Friday, the show that wasn't scheduled for another 6 months. But due to pot-knacker malfunctions, I've had to bring it back. So thank you everybody for joining me. Oh wait, it's just me and the Forever Help Desk. Hello, sir.
Hello. I think you should have called it Too Fubar Too Furious, but
Well,
Fubar
I went
Returns
with
is good.
Two Fubar
Yeah.
2 Friday on the thumbnail.
Oh, that's cool. I must have missed that one.
Yeah.
Too busy sitting in the green room.
Yeah. Well, it has been up for a few days.
It requires effort to look at that.
True. I'm just wondering who else is about. I wonder if anybody else will be joining us tonight. Invitations have been sent. I thought it was going to be me flying solo tonight, which would have been bad for everybody because I'd have opened another can of lager up and gone and watched my show in the front room whilst leaving it running. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of reaction streamers that do that, and they get hundreds of views for it.
What, for not being present, watching
Just,
their own
just
stream?
literally walking out halfway through and just leaving an empty chair.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. It seems to be quite popular.
Well, if it works for him, it works for him. I'm not going to argue with it at all. What have you been up to pop culture-wise this week, then, Help Desk?
Pop culture-wise, not very much. Obviously, with everything that happened with Val Kilmer, there's been a lot flying around about him, and I've been sort of like looking back through, his movieography recently, catching up on some old classics that I've got. So,
yeah. He's not been well for a long time, has he? Bless him.
No, it's throat cancer.
Yeah,
I think it was.
Bless him.
And I am fully of the understanding that, well, my belief is that if he hadn't got that, he would have, gone back into acting.
Quite possibly.
He would have gone back in and he would have, been quite good.
Did anything in the bump say he was a big smoker or anything? Had he been a smoker?
I actually don't know. It's unfortunate because cancer hits in all sorts of different ways. So it could be. I'm just having a look and nothing skimming through it, which is unfortunate.
I wasn't able to find anything, which made me think, were there extra circumstances involved? Is that the reason it happened? Was he chomping through 20, 40, 60 a day or whatever?
No, I mean, in 2014, he noticed a lump on his throat, and it was diagnosed in 2015. So it wasn't particularly,
But quick hello to everybody in the chat.
Oh, hi, chat.
Badfoot's in there. Sword in the Storm. Franco Walker. Feltz 5. Who else? Manum's in there. Let me just have a scroll through the chat. Tom's in there too. Oh, who else? That's it so far. Thank you for joining us so far. I'll leave the chat scrolling up on the screen. I'm going to try and do things a little bit different tonight. I hope you're all right.
The honorary third panelist.
Yeah. Well, why not? Let's keep it instant and on screen. Franco Walker says, didn't Val also have a stroke? I wonder.
Ooh.
You're all right.
No, I just punched my microphone.
Oh.
I was reaching. I've moved my desk round, and I was reaching for my mouse, and I missed.
Oh. Atom Gray's in the chat. What's old Trev up to? Well, we're talking about Val Kilmer for a little bit anyway, some of his films and whatnot. And, it's nice to have you guys in the chat. In fact, I will stick this up because this is very important. Fubar Friday, Season 2 premiere. And I'd like to know in the chat, and I want you to join in the discussion, what's your favourite Val Kilmer movie? I've got a feeling a lot of people are going to say it's Top Gun.
I won't.
No. I wasn't overly impressed with Top Gun, to be truthful. It's not one of my favourite films.
Highway to the Danger Zone.
Yeah.
Cool soundtrack. It was a good movie.
Smoker.
He was a smoker. It's entirely possible it was. I'm just browsing through the Wikipedia page and I'm just, trying to gloss over it. So
Tom says he had a tracheotomy.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, because he was. It was evident, wasn't it, in Top Gun Maverick?
Yeah, that's what it was. Bless him.
I'm just
It
curious.
was a bad way to go.
Have you got a beverage with you tonight, sir?
I do indeed. So like just nothing alcoholic, unfortunately.
Oh. Sword in the Storm says Top Gun was shit. I agree. I've
But
never been a big fan of Top Gun.
I'm with Franco Walker. Top Secret, absolutely.
Yeah, Felts5 says The Saint. Tom says The
very-
Doors. Top Secret from our Franco. Manum says Heat. Atom Gray says he was a genius.
He was in Willow. Badfoot said Willow. Yeah.
Yeah. Felts5 says The Saint and Tombstone for me. Andrew Broadbent's just joined us in the chat. Hail, Andrew. Thank you for joining us tonight, matey.
Batman Forever.
Oh God.
This was my secret little hidden, enjoyable movie.
Really?
Do you not remember we did that on stream? So like hidden gems. And Batman Forever was, because it was a Batman movie. Jim Carrey kind of was over the top. Yeah, bit of a dick. Tommy Lee Jones chewed up the scenery, but Val Kilmer was actually quite a good Batman.
I thought it was a bit too brooding for, Bruce Wayne.
You could see the separation between him as Bruce Wayne and him as Batman. So there was sort of like slight different personalities rather than, Michael Keaton just played it all pretty similar. So I think that sort of like swayed it a little bit for me. It was, it's good.
Franco says Top Gun was just American macho bullshit. Felt says, oh yeah, Willow, love that gem. Sword in the Storm says Mad Martigan and Willow. Tom says Heat, the better film, but his portrayal of Morrison was his best acting performance in my opinion. Atom Grace's guilty pleasure. Manum says no one will speak up for Island of Dr. Moreau. Total garbage. Well, do you know what's his name? Oh God, the bloke who was in Harry Potter. Is it Peter Thewlis?
I don't know.
He was misquoted as saying bad things about Val Kilmer. And he was saying, because he was in the Island of Dr. Moreau, and he said it was a really weird experience for him. But he really did have complimentary things to say about Val Kilmer. It's just that the press, as usual, it's a slow news day, so they'll misconstrue everything just to make it fucking juicy on their end.
Yeah. I'm just reading here, he was in an episode of Knight Rider as well.
Really?
Uncredited as a voice in an episode of Knight Rider.
Well, he was the voice of Kit in the new TV show. If that's what you're referring to. Is that what you're thinking of?
Will Arnett,
the voice of Kit.
Right, Will Arnett was originally. This is the newer one. Yeah, Will Arnett was originally cast as the voice of Kit and recorded his role for the pilot episode. NBC fired him 2 weeks before the pilot aired after Ford Motor Company informed NBC that Arnett was the voice of the GMC truck commercials, and Val Kilmer was cast at the last minute as a replacement.
And just for you, help desk. There you go. I've stuck him on screen for you.
You can see the eye makeup.
I don't know. I don't know what it was like in real life, but he always seemed a bit smug to me. You know, when you just look at somebody and go, smug, he looks a smug twat.
He didn't seem like a mean person, though. He didn't
seem very likable or approachable either.
Maybe. I hadn't really thought about that, but I hadn't heard anything bad.
Maybe I'm reading The Room wrong.
I don't know. Mind you, I'm looking through his IMDb. He's got a lot of stuff, quite a lot I haven't heard of as well.
Yeah, I can imagine that, to be fair.
But it's pretty good. By the look of it.
I didn't really like him in the Batman. Yeah, Sword in the Storm says girly Batman. Franco says he didn't know that about Knight Rider. Yeah, when they rebooted it in 2000, was it 2008?
It was 2008. Yeah, 18 episode run.
Yeah, it wasn't that good either.
No, it wasn't.
The only thing they did right is when Carr came back into it, they had Peter Cullen back as the voice of Carr.
Ooh.
He was the voice of Carr the first time round. And then in later episodes, he got replaced by a different voice actor. But Peter Cullen, as we know, is the voice of Optimus Prime.
Of course he is.
And not a lot of people know this, but in Predator, that kind of noise, he did that as well. he came up with the noise because he expected it to be like a crabby turtle, and it kind of was in a way.
Very cool.
Badfoot says his best performance was Jim Morrison. Franco says his Batman film was so bad, I never saw Batman at the cinema again. Minimum says he got to shag Joanne Whaley, which allows him some smugness, I suppose, in a way. But didn't he have a couple of kids with her?
I don't know.
Yeah, she played Christine Keeler, didn't she, in that movie about the Perfumo affair?
What was that god-awful space movie he was in? Because during the early 2000s, there was a whole glut of movies that were sort of like all based in space.
Was he in a space doof?
He was. What was it called? Help me out, chat. Space movie starring Val Kilmer. I had a poster. It was in the early 2000s. I worked in the cinema at the time, and I got the poster as they took it out of the light box.
It wasn't Muppets in Space, was it? Sword in the Storm says the car would change its fucking shape in that show. Yes, it would.
Yes, it would. That ruined it.
Yeah, Franco says I only saw the pilot for the new series of Knight Rider. Well, you didn't miss anything. Because it was a bit shit, to be fair.
It was.
Brian's in the chat. He says Red Planet.
Red Planet, that was it. With it had Carrie-Anne Moss and was it Terence Stamp in it as well?
Is that the one that had Statham in it as well, or is that a different? Or is that Ghost-O-Mart I'm thinking of?
I don't know, but there were several all at the same time, all just about sort of like Mission to Mars, and there was all the end of the world stuff at the same time.
Yeah. Tom says, "Oof, she's bloody gorgeous in Scandal."
Fair.
Nice. I mean, all women are nice at some point or another, aren't they? But like all of us humans, you get to the point of diminishing returns. What the fucking hell's going off in there? Just excuse me, guys. What the fuck are you doing?
So, chat, how are you?
Live stream.
Have you had a good week?
Were you talking to me or the chat?
No, I was talking to the chat.
Oh,
passing the time.
I've had a good week, by the way. Thank you for asking.
Excellent. How's the radio going?
Not bad at all. Not bad. In fact, I had a phone call about tea time saying, can I do a breakfast show tomorrow and Sunday for the next 3 weeks? So I'm not going to turn it down.
Fair enough. Sounds good.
And then I'm covering some more shows on Monday on a different radio station. So that's it's quite interesting. Considering radio stations are diminishing, it's nice to still be on FM. It's nice to be on FM, there, my great mate. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely pop-a-doodle-doodle-tastic, mate.
I heard a really weird theory about why DJs talk like that.
Go on.
Because of the way the frequency of the music goes out, it's all quite on sort of like a single level as it's transmitted. And when the DJ comes in with that voice, it actually causes a spike. So it actually makes people listen and just makes the signal a bit clearer for a few seconds.
It's
used
not.
to on
it's
AM.
Not.
It's not.
No, it's not to do with that. It's to do with the fact that at the transmitter site, they have these very expensive boxes which cost around 10 grand. And they're basically like a box of tricks, what processes the sound. It'll bring it up, it'll squash it down, it'll chop it all into different bands, and then process it all separately, then do some sparkle and magic and add width to the stereo signal. Now, because of that, the earlier models were a bit... They preferred the music over the voice, so presenters went in and went, to exaggerate themselves to get on top of the processing. And that's where what we say is what they call jock voice in the industry.
Oh, very cool.
Tom says, I only told you to blow the bloody doors off. I like that. That's good. I like a bit of Michael Caine. Not a lot of people know that.
I think everyone knows that. Everyone likes a bit of Michael Caine.
Sorry,
did you say Michael Caine?
Smashy and dicey. Radio Top Shop says, Brian.
Tom
says, you're a big man, but out of your shape. For me, it's a full-time job. Minimum says, careful, Trevor's a DJ, isn't he?
Well, he's a diva, but ooh.
I'm a presenter.
A presenter.
Badfoot says, compression, yes. Multi-band compression and limiting. They have these very expensive boxes. You have Optimods and you have Omnias, and there's other brands as well, but not quite as big.
Very cool.
Sword in the Storm says, didn't we talk about this the other day? Yes, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
I've slept since then.
Oh, right. Okay. Franco says, Smashy and Nicey in the special they did made lots of references to a certain somebody from Leeds.
I wouldn't know.
Is that?
It probably is.
Yeah, it was an open secret, and a lot of people used to say stuff, and they'd be silenced accordingly, like that tape of Johnny Rotten what's finally surfaced. Have you seen that where he says, "Oh, I know lots of secrets about him"?
Yes, that one. I think Swap Shop shared it about. So yes, it's quite scary thinking about it, because back in the day there was no there was no social media. It was everything was sort of like done in a very small window effectively, and but now everyone can find everything out really, really quickly, and so all of the secrets from the 80s are now just being leaked out, and it's really disturbing.
Yeah,
looking back on it all.
Dirty fuckers like that need exposing, and if it was left to me, on TV, on all channels at 9 o'clock, there would be live hangings of people who did that kind of thing to kids. That would be the ultimate deterrent.
Speaking of live hangings, Russell Brand's just been convicted
of
sexual assault. It's like, and was it sexual assault and kidnapping? I can't remember. But he's been convicted now.
Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, quite unexpected. Well, I mean, he did it obviously because it's now been convicted. So yes.
Feltz5 said he'd like to hear me do the shipping forecast.
Cromitty.
Gale warning issued at 2150 UTC. Northerly gale force 8 expected soon. There we go. Brian says charged but not convicted. And
charged.
says it's funny how we keep ending up on that subject of that disgusting bastard from Leeds who was a crap DJ. Yeah, it's funny that. It's fucking funny.
Yeah. Creepy.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just... Franco says, good, I hate Russell Brand. What a twat. I don't like him, he's a smug prick too. I used to be a heroin addict, that's why I do all those crazy things I used to do. But you've got to love me, right? Because I'm like an urchin and a rascal all mixed into one. He's that C word. I can't say.
What a cancer on society.
The one is a see you next Tuesday, a very big one.
Oh. Well, apparently he likes a very big one.
Really? Well, he is one. I don't like that word. I don't like using that word, if I can help it.
Right, Brian, which one?
Oh, apparently my volume is low compared to help desk.
Or is my volume too high?
About that. Is that any better? No, it wasn't Mick Jagger. That was me trying to do a... No, Feltz. Feltz5 says, say it. Say it. Do it. Fucking do it.
You say the C word. Dyslexia.
Franco says, oh, God, please don't, Trev. No, I'm not going to do. Badfoot says, cock. Tom says, yeah, Mick Jagger's just been busted. Can you imagine that? No, I didn't do anything untoward. No, it's married to Jerry Hall. You can take me away. Can you imagine him coming back from the pub pissed at 3:30 in the morning and Jerry Hall's back at door where Rolling Pig goes, no, Jerry, you're not baking at this hour, are you? Sorry.
Sorry, I was adjusting my headphones there. All I heard was getting home and you got Jerry Hall's back door.
Oh, trust you.
That's a completely different conversation.
It is. Tomby's in the chat. Hello, Tomby. He says we need to bring back the word Burke.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad.
No, that's good. Some of the old classics.
Oh, I've just reminded myself, seeing Tomby there. Have you seen the bump about Jacob Ironside needs a bit of help?
Yes, I have. Bless
If
him.
if anybody's aware of Jacob Ironside and you were subscribed to his content, is in a bit of a sticky position at the moment to do with his accommodation. He basically needs to find somewhere to live and quick for himself and his parents. There's somebody who's set up a GoFundMe page for him. I've chucked him a few quid. And if anybody, knows of that link, it would be nice if you could go and chuck him a few pennies if you can. But you
I
don't
have
to,
placed the
obviously.
link into the chat if anyone would like to donate.
Yes, there we go. It is https://gofund.me/6B4086EE6.
You said colon.
Yeah, I know. If anybody can help Jacob Ironside out, that'd be great.
Bless him. All the information is on the website.
It is indeed.
It is indeed.
Yeah, and like I say, if anybody can help out, it's greatly appreciated because Jacob's a nice lad. I like his content.
Aye.
Yeah, Tomby says Jacob's in a bit of a bind. He certainly is. If you read the bump on the GoFundMe page, it's like, jeebus.
Yeah.
It really does need help. Felt says it's like bloody children in need. Yeah, not really. I mean, he's a nice guy and he's up shit creek without a paddle, basically. So if people can, show a bit of generosity and kindness, I suppose that's a good thing in a way.
Should we get back to Val Kilmer for a second?
I put Batman up on the screen for you.
Yeah.
Are you gushing yet?
That was all right,
Yeah, Atom Gray says, please donate if you're able to. He's a very nice guy. He is.
He is.
I like Jacob Ironside. He's a good content creator.
He is. Very good. Very good.
Yes, so Batman, I particularly wasn't a big fan of that movie. I thought it was a bit shite.
I think after the first two, it was a change of pace. It started to go a bit neon, a bit kind of, colourful, and whereas the first two were quite dark and gritty. So I'm not quite sure what they were trying to do. It was all right.
Hey, look at that. Stuck a very dramatic picture of him as Jim Morrison there.
Oh, yes. The Doors. Very good.
Oh, here we go. Hang on a minute. I'll do it for you, Bri. Apparently you're a little bit loud. There we go. Let me know if that's all right, Graham. Brian, I've just turned the help desk down a little bit. You're a little bit loud, apparently, so I've turned you down a tiny bit.
Yeah, okay, that's absolutely fine.
Is my audio gain all right? Should I turn myself down or off? I'll just leave help desk to it, and I'll give you the pictures. You just do the rest of the show. I can go and watch this shit in the front room. What are you doing?
You turned me down too much. That's fine.
Oh.
I'm trying to make a joke there. You ruined it now.
Sorry.
No, we're good.
Tom says Jim Morrison was a lot cooler bloke than Oliver Stone made him out to be.
Ooh.
Ryan says one of my favourite movies, as the chat knows. Lord Toxic's here. Hello. Hot take. Spartan is Val's best performance.
Ooh. Very hot take. It's all right, though.
Okay. I don't know. I've never particularly enjoyed him in anything I've seen him in.
Yeah. One thing I do know about the Doors is that the surviving members of the Doors actually listened they watched the movie, and when they heard the singing, they couldn't actually distinguish which one, if it was Jim Morrison or Val Kilmer singing. Apparently he's that good.
Brian says you're still loud. Is it me or what? Am I too loud? Or
Hang on a second.
That's too loud?
I have a hardware control. I'll see if I can.
Hang on, I'll stick it on 100.
Right. Am I any better now?
Just leave it at that. If it's too loud, and people are saying it's too loud, we shall sort it from this side.
Yes.
I'm really disappointed.
Yeah.
What's this? Minima says, odd that the C word is a bust, but Vex can explain what sounding was without getting a channel strike. Get her on if you can. She's busy. Sword in the Storm says he doesn't have any strong feelings about Val either way.
Yeah.
Toxic says we sound okay. Brian says no, everything's perfect. So
Toxic, the only thing I will say is you don't put KY in your ear. You know,
no,
that's for, other things.
no,
Yeah.
no. If it needs lubing up, spit on it. That's what they did in that film with Heath Ledger in.
Hot tour.
I'm going to bomb you. Get off my horse and bum Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, dear. That's not fucking hell. What's this? Lord Toxic says, I want to go to sleep on a bed made of your voices.
Why? Mine would be lumpy.
Yes. I tell you whose voice you could have sex to. And that's Lord Cords, because he'd, hello, welcome to my show. Tonight the ambassador's having Ferrero Rocher. He's a Ferrero Rocher bloke, isn't he? Oh, I love him to bits. He won't come on my show, obviously, because Mondays he's busy doing his show. So, but I have said, if you're not doing your gig tonight, come and have a chat with us.
Yes.
I'd love to get him on. Tom says Paul Abdul was his choreographer for the film.
Ooh.
Oh, for The Doors, yeah. What did you think to The Saint? I'll tell you what, I'll stick a picture up for the Saint movie. I didn't like that.
You see, The Saint was an interesting one for me because I used to watch the television series back in the day. Yeah. It was great. It was on a Friday. You had the kids' TV finished up, and then you switched over to BBC Two. There was Thunderbirds, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., and The Saint.
True. In the chat, Manum says, get Amelia Bedelia on. She's right filthy. Must be from Sheffield. Hey, I don't think she likes me. When I used to be on that other channel, I don't know. I think I got the vibe she didn't like the cut of my jib very much. But then again, that's just me.
You exposed your jib in public. That's why.
Probably. Felsfi says we need some women. Right, Sausage Fest. We'll go all Broutback Mountain. Well, you can if you want, partner. Whatever floats your boat. What's this? Franco says Val hired a recording studio and recorded 6 Doors track. He had his hair done, strolled up to the audition, presented his tape, and said, "You tell me who's singing." That's how he got. That's not bad. Feltz. Minimum says to Feltz, "Whatever happened to Princess Fiona?" She's too busy sucking Shrek's cock, man. Hey. Sorry. Look at my titties.
Let's not do Scottish impressions. We know what happened last time.
Well, that was on you, not me.
All I said was, okay, the new.
I know. That was enough.
Melvin still has not forgiven me.
Melv took it personally. Felt says, I bloody love the Saint, but I loved Elizabeth Shue.
True.
Amelia is a filthy Canuck, apparently. Wow. I likes a Canadian girl. Having been exiled from Canada myself. Hey, I'm surprised Scotty didn't want to come on. I think everybody's fell out with me. If I was a paranoid person, I would say everybody's either got the hump on with me or Pot Noodless has been round and put everybody off.
People are just grumpy.
I don't know.
They don't know how to have fun on a Friday night.
I don't know. Get in my belly.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I could tell you about a video where my daughter makes animations, and she did one about the trolls, and the one voiced by Justin Timberlake gets put in jail for drink driving, and this big fat thing's like plodding around this jail cell, and he's going, "Get in my belly," and he goes to Branch, "Want a bomb?" And Branch goes, "No!" And he goes, "Fucking dickhead." And he starts kicking his head in. I don't know where she gets it from. But then she's 15, so. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Come on, Scotty is always up for a stream. He is. I don't know where he is, though. We've got a bit of a place where we have a conflab, and he removed himself from the conflab, didn't he?
He did. I think he's back now.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he just needed a few days off after the whole.
What's this? Franco says, "Minimum. From what I heard, Fiona got kicked off YT, I think you know why, but I don't know who. There we go. You know more than I do, and I'm quite intrigued by that. Bit of goss.
Interesting.
Why don't T, says Minimum.
No.
Atom says Fiona's off. I don't even know who this Fiona is, to be fair.
Princess Fiona. Yeah, she's been around a while, in a good way.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. It's all going off in the chat. Maybe I should take the chat off the screen for a little while. There we go. Oh no, that's not how you do it, is it? Jesus, I'm rubbish at this. There we go. I think I'll hide the chat for a little while.
For a little bit, yes.
I'm hoping a friend of ours pops into the chat. Now, have you got your eye on the chat?
Oh yeah, it's sitting up here just in case on my second monitor.
There we go. That'd be lovely. If Pierre, our French correspondent Pierre De'turd, if he pops in the chat, we've got a surprise for him, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't know if he will though. Anyway, The Saint was certainly an interesting movie. Obviously, watched the series when I was a kid, and I thought it was all right.
Didn't Apollo 440 do the theme tune for that, or somebody? Was it Moby? Somebody like that, wasn't it?
It was Orbital.
There we go. I know
Orbital did the Saint.
Something along those lines, anyway.
Do 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 boom 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 boom. It was an interesting take, but
do
the
you know
movie
what my
was
favourite
Saint
was? Bet you can't guess.
Saint Augustine.
No.
St. Thomas Aquinas.
No.
What's the patron saint of idiots? I'm trying to remember.
Me.
Anyway, who's your favourite saint?
Ian Ogilvy.
Who?
As in Return of the Saint. Did you know? Obviously, you've never seen that.
I've never seen that one. No.
That had the best theme tune. You know the one where Alan Partridge is in his car and he's doing that. He's like.
Always just go through all the theme tunes,
tapping away at a theme tune and really hamming it up. It was one of those.
Ah, yeah. No, I just got stuck on the fact he kept going back to Black Beauty, so I must have forgotten that one. Let's have a listen to Black Beauty.
Oh dear, I don't think we're going to be on long tonight. I'm just not fucking feeling it. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's The Saint. One film that I haven't got around to yet, and despite it being full of horse shit, I haven't watched it. But Tombstone.
Yes. It's a classic, I'll say that.
And it's got Hicks and Hudson in it.
Kurt Russell as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, and Billy Bob Thornton, who looks slightly chubby in this film. He plays Doc Holliday, doesn't he, in this film?
He does, Doc Holliday, yeah.
He's got a thing for Johnny. He's got a hard-on for Johnny Ringo. I'll be your huckleberry. That's the only line I know out of that entire film. I haven't actually seen it.
I've seen it once, and...
Is it any good?
I liked it. I mean, I saw it kind of when it came out, so we're talking about...
Can I just interrupt 90s. You?
Yes.
You know how we said you should spit on it?
Hawkateur.
Hello there, sailing unit.
Sailing units.
Beep, beep.
Hello.
Hello. Did you know he was Moses in The Prince of Egypt?
Who? Val Kilmer?
Val Kilmer.
Crikey, you're very quiet, Z.
Am I? Shall I get closer to the mic?
I want you to get intimate with your microphone.
Let me just turn up the gain just a little bit. How's that?
A little bit better.
A little bit better.
But it's good enough.
Gents. Long time.
How are you? Thank you for coming in and helping us, because we are flagging.
Were you?
A little bit. You know, we'd got some of them Viagra eye drops, but we still didn't look hard enough.
I wondered what the awkward silences were.
Yeah. I tell you what, though.
Ian Ogilvy, though, he was great, wasn't he?
He was shit hot.
Love that series.
There we go. I've stuck the chat back on. Hopefully, all the controversy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, you put the fucking chat bring on.
No.
And then people are still going on about shit. Oh, you can't
Brian
fucking win.
Brilliant performance. Death Scene will be unwatchable now. That is actually quite true. But
Yeah,
still,
you
good
can't do
performance.
anything on the internet without offending some fucker somewhere.
Yeah.
This is very
I
true.
don't know. I can't. I'm not feeling it with the. There we go. I've taken us off the screen. We can chat more better. Atom Gray says hello, Z.
Hello, Atom Gray.
Lovely.
Oh yeah. So yeah. I'm looking in the chat to see if there's anything juicy. No sign of Pierre De'turd so far,
No.
and I'm really disappointed. I thought
Oh,
he would have put a guest appearance in tonight. Do you know Pierre De'turd, Z?
I know saltpeter. It's one of the ingredients of gunpowder.
No, it's not him. What's this? The Ghost
Not
and the
Salty
Darkness was
Peter.
great. Pardon?
Not Salty Peter.
It might be something along those lines.
No,
He
I've
was
not
he was
seen it.
fun. He was fun during the week, and like they say, it's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt, and he got hurt. I'm afraid.
Oh no, those fifis.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody had to tell him.
Well,
And the thing is, now I've had a taste of how rancid that meat is. I just want to keep biting till there's nothing left of it, so it doesn't distaste anymore.
I understand and appreciate where you're coming from.
Yes.
I've just found out Val Kilmer was the voice of the Borg in Robot Chicken.
Really?
Yeah. If you've ever seen Robot Chicken.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, Val Kilmer did the voice. Interesting.
And he was also Bravo in Disney's Planes.
Was he now?
Ooh.
Yes. So lending his voice to another animated character. I've not watched many of his films, if I'm looking through his history, to be quite honest. I mean, everyone's seen True Romance, Top Gun, and I'm shocked if everyone hasn't seen Tombstone, because that's a bloody excellent film.
Yeah, it's on my to watch list. It's definitely one that I need to check out as soon as possible.
Definitely. I might actually go back to some of his. Did you watch the Drinkers production Hell on the Island of Dr. Moreau?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I did. Oh, mind you, it's
brilliant.
It's famous how terrible it was to work on that movie. I was like,
apparently, it was a nightmare, wasn't it?
People died, sets got washed out by tornadoes, and
somebody got the bumhole fingered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Marlon Brando ate people.
Marlon Brando was just a complete arsehole. He decided that he would work when he wanted to, not when he was actually needed to. And God, it just looks so terrible.
Do you know you can become your own myth, can't you, in the world of Tinseltown? And Marlon Brando did become his own myth. He created this air of dickheadedness bullshit around himself.
Yeah.
And he got away with it. It's like people thought he was too big of a star
to be
told no. I'd have told him fucking no. I'd tell him to fuck off. Here's your P45. Do one, mate. Manona says, I genuinely have no idea what rancid meat I'm on about. Well, that's good. You don't need to know. There we go. You're not allowed to do that on some channels. That was totally by accident, by the way. I do apologise. Oh, God, it's got chicken tikka in it. Oh.
Well, I mean, it tastes the same coming up as it does going down, so.
Oh, Sword in the Storm's just insulted you, Z.
Has he? What? I sounded just like Price. Are you having a laugh?
Oh, fucking hell.
I am just a normal droid. I make so many videos.
Do you want to talk about Leslie Headland repeatedly for an hour and I'll just leave you to it?
Yeah, she knocked me off behind the smoking area.
Nice.
It was me who turned her into a lesbian.
Oh, dear.
On the subject of Val Kilmer, anyway, did anyone see that his last Instagram post?
No.
You know?
He put the Batman cowl back on.
Did he?
Oh.
It was so, gets you right in the feels. I mean, he was never my favourite actor. He was always a bit of a B-list for me. But to see him do that, and that was the last thing he did,
Yeah.
Kind of liked it.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
Christ, I'm not joking. I am dreading summer coming because I am sweating like Rolf Harris in the dock in my little studioette. Jesus.
Ooh, cutting in here with Feltz 5. Anyone see the new Naked Gun clips with Liam Neeson?
No.
Ooh. It's interesting.
Is he playing the part Leslie Nielsen played?
Frank Drebin Jr. Yeah. It's quite a good trailer. It will only be good if it's one of the first things to come out that's kind of scooped all the DEI and, checkbox stuff to the side.
Yeah.
If they stick to the original comedic talents of the actual original Naked Gun, it could be good. Possibly.
But don't you get the same sort of feeling when they announced that they were going to start doing new Carry On films back in the 90s?
Yeah, and it never quite lived up to the old.
No. See,
the thing is, did it?
You can't always bring something back for nostalgia's sake and it be good. There's no guarantee.
But I mean, right, Liam Neeson, you can see it's more about his personality than it is about, retreading what's been done before. So it's more very, like, I suppose it could be like Taken. There's a lot more sort of like blood and gore, and he stabs someone with a lollipop, and but then you've got the comedic aspects, and it is like the traditional Naked Gun style of comedy.
Is he going to be able to pull comedy off, though?
He's done comedy sketches before.
Yeah, but he's done them in a dry manner where people go, oh, hang on, it's Liam Neeson trying to be funny. He's not funny. But the thing is, because he's titting it up, that makes it funny.
But that's what Leslie Nielsen did, because Leslie Nielsen was a serious actor, and then he starred in Airplane, and he's actually on record as saying, I did exactly the same as I did before, only now people are laughing at me. And then he became a comedic actor, and he would not do an interview unless he had a fart machine in his pocket.
True.
So...
oh, God, I've just had a terrible feeling. Will Liam Neeson go, I have a certain set of skills? Will he do that line?
I hope so.
Really?
I hope he manages to fit in some nice little Easter eggs from all of his major movies.
I mean, Trev, you haven't seen the trailer, but there's this lovely bit where he's looking at a picture of, Leslie Nielsen going, Dad, I hope I make you proud. And then you've got the next guy, he's looking at a picture of, the chief and doing the same. And it just goes down the line. You see loads of them sort of like talking to the pictures. And then you see O.J. Simpson. And obviously his son just looks at the camera and goes, nope, not doing it.
Nah, not happening.
Nope. It's all like, okay, that's actually quite funny.
So if they're going for that level of humor, it might actually be a hit.
Yeah.
There is the possibility of it being the smash of the summer.
Franco's stuck the trailer in the chat. Feel free to go watch it.
Yeah, I have to be careful with trailers. I got told off for Monday night's trailer. Did you know that? Studio Canal France had a mard at me.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they can do that. Miserable.
You would think these Hollywood studios would appreciate the free publicity.
That's what I said to Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, Franco Walker always mentioned one of my favourite Liam Neeson lines. Franco says he won't be able to say, take it, no, take it, no, take the fucking elephant from Darkman. I love that scene. What are you going to do about it, freak? Have you seen Darkman, Help Desk?
Oh, very long time ago.
That is a great Sam Raimi film.
I think last time I saw it, this is how long ago it was. It was on the Sci-Fi Channel when it was still spelt with I's. And it was on Telewest cable television.
Well, I have no clue about that. Hey, there's somebody knocking, there's somebody ringing the bell. Doing a favour for folks' sake, open the door and let him in. Hello, Brian.
Whee! I'm alive, I'm on.
Thank you for joining the Titanic of all shows. Season 2 premiere, and it's going down like the Hindenburg or like a hooker at Bill Clinton's.
That's a shame, mate.
Oh, thank you for joining us, my great mate, me old Bry Memensky.
Well, thanks, mate. Let's take a couple of disco biscuits and get stuck right in, shall we?
Oh, God, disco biscuits. I remember a time when I was doing a gig in Plymouth with Bros.
My word, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was. I'll tell you what wasn't a while ago. Not a Bartman Turner Overdrive. You ain't seen nothing yet. Let's rock. Ah, the classic.
Oh, God, Minimum says in the chat, fix your shelf, Kilmer. Fix your shelf, Kilmer. Franco says, I love Darkman. I've got it on Betamax. Oh, you sexy bastard.
Mm.
You've gone up to a 10 in my estimation. Anybody who's got anything on Betamax is good. Any John Holmes movies are good on Betamax.
Speaking of John Holmes, Kilmer played John Holmes in the 2003 movie Wonderland.
Yeah.
Did you cover that? I don't know. I missed the last 10
No, I
minutes.
didn't, and I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
John Curtis Holmes,
Yes.
born in 1944 in Ohio. I wonder how I know that. Do you know, I never liked John Holmes. I always thought he was a prick too. Ba-dum-ts.
Hey.
What's
There's
this?
also a tad
Sound like a
flaccid was
bunch
John
of Eton
Holmes.
boys rather than radio DJs.
Eton, excuse me, I don't go north of the river.
If I may, can I say a quick hello to the chat there?
You can indeed, sir.
The panel, etc. So yeah, Kilmer. I personally, as the chat will already know, I am gutted about this man's passing. Although it really wasn't unexpected. He's been ill for quite some time, and although he'd apparently gotten over the big C, stage 4, for God's sake, the treatment clearly took its toll. And if you watch the Val documentary from a couple of years back, you know, it wouldn't have taken much to send him where he went, to be quite honest. So it's a terrible shame, but we can celebrate his films here if you can remember them.
Yeah, definitely. Felt says hello to you, Bri.
Hey, Phelps.
And Tom says hi, Brian.
Hi.
Oh,
have to
Felt
you know-
says he's surprised nobody's remade Darkman yet. I'm surprised they haven't.
I'm going to have to mute for a second, Trevor. I've got something going on in the background.
Okay then, mate.
Very sorry.
Minimum says urban myth. John used to pass out when he had a fully because of blood loss in his brain.
I can actually believe that. I'm pretty sure I've heard that one.
Well, according to form, he never actually needed to get fully functional. He had enough to do the business.
Yeah.
Must be terrible. You know, I'm hung like fucking Mickey Mouse on a cold day. So I'm kind of jealous. I've got penis envy.
So this screenshot we're looking at from
Top
Top
Secret.
Secret, I still say this is his best role for me. I think was it his first proper movie?
One of his first.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's in the cow suit and the other bloke's
Yes.
getting milked by a calf?
Oh, he's not in the cow suit. He's breaking into a German prison, but there are a couple of people in a cow suit and they get shagged by a bull. Yes, that's the movie. Oh, it's brilliant. It's proper comedy. If you like Naked Gun, you'll like Top Secret, and it's just there's
I don't know.
jokes.
I felt it tried too hard at times, like most of the time.
It did comedy that nobody else was doing, really.
I don't know. It was in the vein of. I'll take that as a compliment, Minum.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was very similar in style to the slapstick that was created by the guys who did Airplane. That
I mean, it was
continued on into Police Academy and onwards. But then I think we had an oversaturation in the mid part of the 80s, where all these films were trying to accomplish the same thing using the same techniques.
I still say this one was. If this one was one of the last greats, I'd be happy to say that.
Yeah.
Before it started to get a little bit stale, but it's just the comedy in it is really good. It uses different things like perspective. There's a whole thing about a watch or a phone where it suddenly just turns. You know, it's really big for no readily apparent reason, but It's hard to explain. You have to watch it to find out why it's ridiculously funny.
Oh, Cartoon Man says, thank you for that. Zucker Brothers and Jim Abrams. Yeah, that's right. And I was just thinking, what was that other film that Val Kilmer was in where he was the smart, sciencey guy? What was that one?
Real Genius.
That's it. I remember that. That was actually quite decent to watch.
Yeah.
Z, you're quiet. Are you all right? You haven't seized up, have you?
No, I haven't. I've been looking through his film history, and there's a really odd one that's sticking out. So I had a look at it. It's called Wings of Courage, which was the very first IMAX 3D short film.
Really?
Yeah.
There we go. That's interesting to know. Do you know?
Is that the one where he's French?
Yeah.
Oh, the French. Yes, French pilot. Yeah.
And yeah, it's one of the characters in it, played by Tom Hulse, is the writer of The Little Prince, which has opened many legs for me.
Trev, can I make a request here if it's not too intrusive?
Is it telling common people to go fuck himself by any chance?
No, it's Can you put the people's faces and stuff on the avatar thingies going on the instead of the chat?
Yeah, sure.
Just helps me know who's talking and where we're going. Here we go now. Smash.
Let me make it. There we go. I will get it right. Hang on. No.
Perfect.
Is that all right?
That's fine.
That's perfect. Yeah, looks great.
Yeah, I'll leave it like that.
Lovely.
I've had
just
to play
still
with
getting
my
me
mic.
around
Is
all
it any
this.
better now?
Z is fading out. Apparently, you are a little bit quiet, sir.
Good Lord.
But your ring of sound is fully on. I don't understand.
Z's got a big ring.
He has. He's got a massive ring around him at the moment. Can you see the size of Z's ring, Brian?
Yes, his ring is enormous and it's paused in a gape. It's dilated, in fact.
Yeah.
It is. How's my mic now?
A little bit better, sir.
Fine.
Yeah, I like me now.
Oh. Yeah, he says, Atom Gray says, okay, now tell him to fuck off.
I like me now.
Have you seen common people's message there to you, Brian?
Shall I read it out, Trev?
You can indeed, mate. You go for it.
Common people in the chat says, can't tell if Brian is more hurt by Val Kilmer's passing or Scotland's women being pumped 4-0 by Germany. I could not give a flying monkeys about the Scotland ladies team. I can't watch ladies football. I'll probably get myself cancelled by saying that, but the men's football's bad enough.
Oh dear. Minimum says, can not Brian do any of Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday dialogue in his Mandela voice?
Oh,
Come on.
I don't know about you, but I will be your Huckleberry.
I don't know whether it's Nelson Mandela or an older version of Chris Eubank.
To worry, neither did I. I don't know where the hell that came from, but anyway.
It was good.
Oh, brilliant.
Gavin Blackburn says Z is gaping, and Franco said it's like looking at Saturn.
It's so wide at the moment. If you yell down it, it echoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. You're not using Windows 10, because I have never been happy once.
Windows 10.
Pardon?
I am using Windows 10. How did you know?
Yeah, because it fucks your sound up something chronic.
I do get inconsistent sound results from time to time.
Yeah. You want to look in your... we'll have a chat about it when we're off air.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe I could give you a few pointers and you could tell me to fuck off.
Drew Gordon there is, if you don't mind me saying, you want to...
Do you know, that's the best fucking thing I've seen in the chat all night.
I would
Drew
have
Gordon,
to disagree.
You are a star, sir.
Have you seen some of the players?
Took the words right at my mouth. Exactly. This is becoming very problematic, this stream.
Sorry.
Ladies' football should be played naked, especially if they've got really nice, sweet tits.
Yeah, but they tend to look like feminist protesters.
True. Who's that one with the stupid name, the American one that's a total twat bucket?
Oh, Megan Rapinoe.
Oh, I thought it were Rapinoe or something at all. Some daft shit like that.
Rapinoe.
Pain in the arse.
Yeah.
Actually, it's so bad. I can't stand it. It's so bad. I've actually gone onto Twitter a couple of years ago and blocked her name out so I wouldn't see anything it was related to. Just talks
She-
shit
She
non-stop.
talks out of her flap somewhat chronic. It's like the wind blows up her arse and it comes out of her fanny and goes. Can I quote you on that? I bet she sounds like a fucking balloon. Yeah, when you let it go and it flies around the fucking room. Oh, shit up. Oh, dear. Cartoon Man 154 says, Harry Enfield's Mandela skits are fucking funny. Not as good as Brian's, though.
I've missed
Franco
most of
says
the.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Franco
Trev.
says female footballers, they all look like lesbian librarians. I've never
You're
seen
not
one.
wrong.
They take some licking, don't they?
How did the Wayfarer Project know that we're all in the toilet?
My secret shame.
Are you having a dump, sir?
Synchronized shitting.
Minimum says, for me, Drew Gordon's comment was censored by YouTube. I only saw it because you're scrolling through the chat. Really?
Ooh.
Franco says, Wayfarer Project, thank you for that image. There's nothing like listening to shit while you're having a shit. Season 2 premiere, Fubar Friday, in association with Pot Knacker, now with 11 different flavours.
Podnacker. The
Yes,
affordable, straight-to-bin noodle.
it is. So bad that even Poundland won't stock it. You won't even see it in Home Bargain. Oh no, I've lost the flavours list. Oh, I'm so bummed.
No.
Oh God, what was the Bicarbolic Bolognese was one of the ones that I tried, and it just tasted like a fucking bike seat. Sweaty, fucking shitty crack.
Feltz 5, a lot of comments are removed. There are some strict settings on at the moment because we were expecting someone to come in to chat and be a little bit mean.
Yes.
So sorry about that.
Yeah. Is it YouTube or is somebody doing something in the background I don't know about?
I think it's actually the YouTube chat settings, and you can
All right.
you can set the live chat to restrict certain things.
Oh, it says
If
if
you
you
switch to
minimum says
live
if you
chat.
switch to live chat instead of top chat, his comments reappear.
Ah.
Oh.
How about
Oh
that?
God, I can't remember any some of those other flavours. God, it's bugging me now. Was there Clagnut curry?
I don't think you actually published the list to us, so I'm not
did.
actually sure. Did you?
It did. I did. I published the list, yeah.
Oh, I've slept since then.
Because I wanted to know if anybody wanted to try any of their flavours out, you know. I can't remember. I've been to sleep since then.
I'm kind of dying to, as a big Kilmer fan, I'm dying to see what the other slides you've got. Although I've missed probably some of my favourites already that you've put them on.
I can go, but I'll just for you, Brian. They're not slides tonight; they're just images.
Oh, right,
We started off with one of Val, but I put one on for Help Desk, a sexy one of Batman. No Feltz. So we had Batman. We had Jim Morrison.
How good was this performance? If you're a Doors fan at all, and even if you're just a film buff, you recognise how good a performance this is.
There is an unofficial sequel to that film. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh God, here we go.
It's called Backdoors.
Hey,
There we go. One of the Saint.
in the sensational C70 that are.
And we had Doc Holliday from Tombstone. And then we went on to Val in Top Secret. And I was going to sort of put this on as... Oh, shite, wrong one. I was going to put this on as the last image. One of his most iconic. And, well, I wouldn't say iconic, but one of the roles he's remembered for the most. And that's as of Iceman from Top Gun.
Top Gun, yeah.
Which apparently is a gay advert for the US Navy.
Is there any other kind of adverts for the US Navy?
I don't know.
In the Navy.
Go to
I was
Thailand and get a rim job. Join the Navy.
I was never a massive fan of Top Gun, I must admit. I had to watch
I wasn't, to be fair.
it a couple of times to make sure. It was another one of these films that's always been on in the background, and you'd see 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. But there's so many other Kilmer films that I love.
It's got Space Jesus Midget in it, hasn't it? And I don't like his films.
Wee Tam. Tiny Tam, the Ritalin balloon.
Space Jesus. Let's all believe in Zardoz. Woo.
Just
Come and take us away.
I'm torn with him because sometimes I hear him open his mouth and I just think, mate, shut the fuck up. And then other times I think he's old school cinema purist.
Yeah.
He was around here not so long ago filming stuff for that last Mission Impossible piece of shit he were doling out. And it was at a quarry somewhere in Derbyshire. And I kept saying inflammatory comments to get his attention, but obviously he wouldn't listen to a little piss-pot radio station like the one I work on. Hello, Tom Cruise. Hello. Gotta say a big hello to Tiny Tom, who's up in Buxton at the moment. Yeah. He's not my cup of tea.
Have you seen the guy who does cameos as not Tom Cruise?
No.
He's fucking excellent. There's also some, before AI, some kind of face mapping technology he uses as well. And he can do impressions of him. People were actually falling for it, thinking it was really him. But the guy's brilliant.
Yeah, it's amazing what this technology can do now.
Yeah.
It's like that guy who does the stuff with the Arnie, where he superimposes him over other people.
Have you seen the Arnie one where he's singing Careless Whisper? It's over George Michael.
Funny.
That's
How
brilliant.
fucking good is
That
that?
is hilarious.
I have a video somewhere of it's one of those, but it's Somewhere Over the Rainbow, sung by Arnie.
Oh,
It's
God.
it's ridiculous. It's so
Come on,
lovely.
do it. Get to the chopper. I like doing my Arnie impressions.
I would love for Tom Cruise to call into your radio show. You know, he's got a house in West Sussex.
I'm nowhere near West Sussex, and my aerial's not that big.
Oh.
But we are online. I'm not giving out the radio station because I can imagine people ringing up and pranking me like fudge. People ringing up with silly accents like, "Oh, mate, yeah, I know all about fucking time travel, me. I'll get all my information from Timu Doctor Who." Anyway.
Going to get pounded for that.
I don't give a fuck. I really do not. I'll meet him in the park any day of the week and I'll smash his fucking face in on the fucking roundabout. And I'll probably do the world a big favour.
All right, Trev, calm down. Remember your
Fucker
pills.
comes at me. He says I'm an angry man, so I'll be fucking angry.
Oh, I could crush a grape.
Drew Gordon says I could crush a twat. Drew Gordon says Tom Cruise would make a great Doctor Who, and I don't think so. Menominem says he'd like to see Stallone as Doctor Who. Can you imagine that? Yeah, going back in time, I'm going to fucking waffle stomp. Oh, Stallone is the most talentless prick ever. I've seen turds act better out of a dog's arse than he can.
He wrote a decent screenplay once, I remember that.
Yeah, cocky. And then they changed it, didn't they, to Rocky. The saving grace of that movie is Burgess Meredith.
Yeah.
What's this then? Franco Walker says, Phelps 5. I tried to watch the first one. Cruise pissed me off and it was nothing like the series. There was just no team. It was just Tom Tit. He's obviously definitely on about Mission Impossible. I didn't like those films.
No, I
Tom
didn't mind them.
says, "Hey, Bennett, let off some steam." Actually, the line is, "Let off some steam, Bennett." Daddy? No, not Daddy. Come on. Come on, John. Stick your head out. I'll make it quick for old time's sake. Quit screwing around, Bennett, and let the girl go. It's me you want. Come on, put away the chicken shit gun, Bennett. You want to put a knife in me? Turn it around and see what's going on in there. Come on, Bennett. Do not deprive yourself of some pleasure. Come on, let's party. I don't need the gun, John. I don't need the girl. I'm gonna kill you now. He was 67 in the week, wasn't he, Vernon Wells?
What is happening?
Don't know.
No, sorry.
Trev Retro, did you ever listen to the chat radio spoof called Down the Line? It had some awesome moments.
No, I didn't. I don't actually watch a lot of stuff about radio.
It was it was on Radio 4. I remember it.
A lot of radio people are really hard work. They're like up their own arse so bad they're hanging out of their own mouths. Hello, do you know who I am? No.
But
I'm
no,
so-and-so from so-and-so FM. That's nice.
I
You're
reckon
not
that-
a very nice person. You've not heard of me. Oh, right. Oh, I must be a terrible person then.
But no, I remember Down the Line because it had callers calling in, and it was people like Charlie Higson, Paul Whitehouse, that sort of ilk. It was quite good.
Yeah.
I preferred Radioactive. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah, I remember that. I actually did quite like that. Iceman says, what did I just walk into?
That's a good question.
Sorry.
We're not sure, and we're here with him.
Oh, what's this? What's the other classic 80s movie? Was Bennett in? He was in Weird Science. He was in Mad Max. He was in Inner Space. Did I miss any out? Vernon Wells movies? Because he just like played a thug, didn't he, basically? Wayfarer
Lots of
Project
clicking going
says,
on.
yeah, that's Z. Wayfarer Project says, I'd like to hear Arnold say, get to the TARDIS. There you go. I just did it.
Well, we got Mad Max 2, Weird Science, Fortress. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that terrible film with Christopher Lambert.
Yes.
Do you know, because of Monday night's stream about Highlander, I actually watched 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the Highlander movies.
Oh, no.
I fucking regret it. I will never get that time back. 2 is bad, but passable with care. 3 is, what the fuck is this shit? 4 is, fuck me, what the fuck is this shit? And 5 is, oh, fucking hell, why did I watch this shit?
Why is there a sequel when the story finishes?
It's in the first
Yes.
one, yes.
Fucking
And then the fourth one, he gets fucking, Connor McLeod gets beheaded by Duncan McLeod.
oh, for fuck's sake.
So you don't have to watch it now.
Yeah, but you do have to watch 6 series of Highlander, the
Oh,
TV show, to understand who Duncan MacLeod is.
True. And it's a shame about Stan Kirsch, who was sadly found hanging by his fucking neck last year or the year before.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Sword in the Storm says, why would you do that, Trev? What? Oh, yeah, watch the rest of those movies. I was curious. And I've been quite sneaky this week on my radio show, my top-rated radio show on the radio, on FM. I've been sneaking in songs from that soundtrack in all week and nobody's noticed.
Sorry,
In
Franco.
fact, I played today at 5 past 11, Don't Lose Your Head from the A Kind of Magic soundtrack. And I said, that's for Connor. And nobody got it. Nobody got the in-joke.
Franco Walker says Radioactive was awesome.
It was.
Mike Hunt, Mike Stand, Mike Flex, and Anna Adapter.
Yeah, that which
Are
went on to
they
became KYTV.
KYTV, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Loved that.
The 3 seasons of that show were hilarious. If you've never seen it,
Thank you for that, by the way, help desk.
Yes, I have it sitting on a Google Drive for people to watch.
Yes, indeedy.
And it was funny because it was Angus Deaton before Cocaine and Hookers.
Yes, it was. It was Angus Deaton when he was actually funny.
Before Cocaine and Hookers.
Before Cocaine and Hookers.
Wayfarer Project says there was a 5. Yes, it's called The Source. And it's really painful to watch.
I cannot remember which sequel I watched, but because I watched it, I decided to never watch the original. And I now regret it because I really should have watched the first
What
one.
happened in it? And I'll tell you which one it is.
I can't. I've blotted it from my mind.
Well, that's no fucking good, is it?
No, I know it's not, but it's all like it's one of those ones. I watched it once and then I proceeded to drink alcohol most of the way through. It's all like I'm never ever.
And that's
ever
saying
watching this
watch it
again.
once, you'll never forget it.
No, I tried.
And I mentioned this before to somebody, saying like there's certain films where they should just be one of.
Yeah.
And I'd say that works for Alien and definitely works for Highlander because like Brian says, Connor McLeod, he wins the prize. There's no more immortals.
Yeah.
And it's a bit ironic, really, if you think about it. Highlander, right, is a film where to win a prize, you have to make your kind extinct. So it's a film about enforced genocide.
Oh, dear.
What?
Some way to look at it.
What, me? You fucking fucksaking me, are you?
Terminator was another film for me that should never have had a sequel.
Definitely. But then
Perfect.
again, anything other than the original is a cash grab.
Yeah, perfect self-contained story.
Yeah, Schindler's
Alien
List
was
2
too.
was not as funny as the original.
As much as I love Aliens, there was no need for it.
Yeah.
I'd sooner be left with the mystery, did Ripley ever make it home?
And the problem you
new-
have... Oh, you go.
On you go. Okay.
I was going to say, and then you suffer from the problem that when they realize that the sequels made money, they keep on making sequels, and then you end up with whichever alien came out last. I can't remember the names of the last two or three.
Romulus.
They're all so bad
And
that
now,
it's not worth watching.
because Ridley Scott's seen a glimmer of hope, he wants to railroad Fede Alvarez and screw up his next production. But then again, why is it all of a sudden Ridley Scott's the be-all and end-all? He's become the Jesus of the franchise. Because Ridley Scott's about as fucking talented as... He's like Mike Yarwood when it comes to impressions. But he is, though. I mean, Blade Runner, great film, but it's fucking boring. Alien, great film, but it's fucking boring. Ridley Scott is a boring director. Fucking Romulus is flawed to fuck. And anything after Aliens has been a joke. Alien 3's a shit show. Alien Resurrection, even though it's Luc Besson, no, it's not. It's Jean-Pierre Jeunet, isn't it? That's just a piece of fucking stupid shite. And then you've got AVP. I enjoyed the first one to a degree. The second one, I really do like, Requiem, but everybody slates it. They say it's a big pile of shite. You don't fuck with the classic. I mean, Coke learned that mistake in the 80s when they brought out New Coke. You don't, if you've got a winning formula, you don't fuck it up to try and make it a cash grab. It just backfires on you. That just shows you the level of fucking greediness there is.
Speaking of fucking up a classic and or fucking about with a classic and Liam Neeson, did you see the trailer for the Police Squad?
Yeah, we were talking about that a bit
Naked
earlier
Gun,
on.
rather. All right, I must have missed that, but it looks utter tripe.
Really?
I think it looks absolutely deplorable. It's only a short clip, so anything could happen, I suppose, technically, but straight away I'm going, oh no.
I said I was hopeful. If they, take out also like the modern deisms, if it's going back to Hollywood being, without all the tick boxes, it is entirely possible they will make a good movie. Will it stand up to, the original? No. I don't think anything is going to beat Leslie Nielsen. But could it be, an extension of a franchise? Because obviously it's his son. It's entirely possible that it might be all right if they take out all of the DEI bullshit that's been in everything.
Just a quickie, Sword in the Storm says the Alien and Predator series and crossovers would have been much better if they just followed the comics. True, but then again, I don't think they would have had a budget to pull off doing it in the vein of the comic books, which is kind of sad.
So would they have to get a license from Dark Horse, who got a license from them in the first place?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I like the story of is it Ryoshi, isn't it? The planet Ryoshi, where the first AVP takes place. Because I can't remember her name now, and I've got the omnibus in my little library as well. What was her name? The Asian lass who goes away with the predators in the end. Oh, fuck's sake. Because she actually gets taken in by a tribe of predators.
Sounds like the BBC.
Oh, go.
Sorry.
Now then.
Hey, we've already gone down that route once already, and people have complained about it.
Sorry,
that was after I did the shipping forecast, if you remember. And I killed it. Yay!
I'm just trying to read the chat here. Reading Drew Gordon's.
Chat's quite good tonight. I like having the chat up on the screen, although I'm a bit disappointed. My friend didn't make an appearance tonight. I'm really gutted. How will I ever cope?
Catch her on the re-rub.
Yeah, he probably will. Yeah, you talk amongst yourselves. Oh, no, it wasn't Mrs. Miyagi. Machiko, yeah, that's true. That's right, yeah. I can't remember her last name, though. Oh, God. Even Franco's saying, what's her name, for fuck's sake? Oh, man. And I know it off by heart. I'm a big fan of Alien Theory. Anybody else subscribe to Alien Theory?
I do.
Derek is a cracking chap.
Yeah, I watched a video of his last month about the different types of Alien 3 print that are in existence. Found it fascinating.
Yeah.
It could have been a good movie.
I did reach out to him to come out on a stream with us, but he never replied back. He's a hard chap to get hold of. And,
Well, I wouldn't know that, Trev.
Okay. You kind of done me there. Oh, by the way, my friend Tom wanted me to tell you that he thinks you sound like a really sexy homosexual type chap.
Oh, no, unfortunately not. I've got 4 kids.
Oh, with a voice like that, I'm sure you've not got 44 kids there.
Got 3 grandkids.
Bloody hell. You're older than me. Are you older than me, then?
I don't know, 57.
Oh, I'm not far behind you, then.
You're 57, Z?
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus.
I know. Crippling, isn't it?
God.
And I still play video games. What the hell?
Why not?
Hey, I'm in my 40s and I play video
Hey,
games.
guess what? I've got might have some grounds for divorce happening in the household.
You sound enthusiastic about that.
I
Trev.
am. I'm really.
You realise we're live, Trev?
I don't give a shit. I know for a fact she's upstairs fucking listening. She can hear me through the floorboards for a start. So.
Hello, Mrs. Trev.
Anyway, I decided to finally treat myself to a proper cable for my Mega Drive. And you're gonna think I'm stupid at this one.
Go on.
I went for the most premium cable you can buy for the Mega Drive, right? And it does
Do what?
The Mega Drive does RGB output, right? So instead of it coming out on composite, which is shite, I thought I want full RGB because I'm soon to be doing a mod called the triple bypass, which improves the RGB output even better still. And have a guess how much I paid for an RGB cable for a Mega Drive?
40 quid.
I wish.
What?
Yeah. Double it and take a tenner off.
70 quid?
Yeah. It's well worth it, though.
Look at him doing maths.
It has got some technology built into the cable.
I suppose it's going to have something like super sampling and...
It's really good.
imaging
Honestly,
enhancement.
I switched it on and I thought, let's see what all the hype's about. And I'm like, fucking hell. Wow.
Jesus.
I did see the photograph you posted of it.
Oh, yes, you did, didn't you? Where I squealed like a little girl.
Franco Walker, SCART, $13.99. I remember being
SCART.
able to get a SCART lead from Poundland.
Really?
Way back.
No, they
yeah.
didn't see me coming minimum. It really is, honestly.
The problem is it's quite a bespoke output, so it needs to actually go through an FPGA to actually be translated into proper RGB.
True.
Because it's for the RGB output, it's a 5-pin DIN connector rather than a coax.
Well,
Welcome to Tech Geeks on Friday Fubar.
Yes,
I'm sorry. It's
if you plug a TKY947 into a TK421, I'm sure you're going to get a faulty transmitter. Some people might get that
It
one.
sounded a bit like Mick Jagger towards the end.
No. No, it's all right.
Going on.
I've got an S video output.
Hang on. Why would I plug it into a Stormtrooper?
Exactly.
That
Never
would
say
be
that
the
to a Wookiee.
TK421
To pull your
then,
fucking arms off. God, can you imagine that? Brokeback Mountain, but with Wookiees and some Stormtrooper. Jesus.
I've only just got Star Wars Holiday Special out of my head. Don't put it back in there.
Okay.
You never get Star Wars Holiday Special out your head. It just is not possible.
You think that's bad? Have you never seen fucking Caravan of Courage?
Yeah.
Once. I watched it once.
Is
It's
that the
fucking
Ewok
bad.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm glad I haven't, actually.
It's bad.
Franco Walker in the chat says,
The 5-pin DIN plugs have a standard RGB output.
Are they?
They do indeed.
yes.
I always thought there's something weird about it. Okay.
It's worth it to me anyway. And I don't have a deal going for me in life apart from my retro games. It could be worse. I could pay £70 for a circuit board to go in an original Atari. What makes it go up to HDMI? Why would somebody fucking do that?
Trev,
Yeah?
have you got an original Atari that you're modding?
I've got 7 of the fuckers on my
Oh,
bench.
no.
I've got 2 2600s and I've got 2 7800s ready to be modded.
Oh, dear God.
But they're going to be on my new channel, Trev's Retro Bench.
I had a 2600.
Yes, they're good.
Yeah, I won it in a competition in 2000 AD.
Oh, the
Year or the comic?
Drock.
Mm.
There we go. Did Tharg give it to you personally?
He did. No, he didn't. It came through the post. But it came with Pac-Man, River Raid, Enduro, and everything was by Activision. It was great. Fucking
Yeah.
Pitfall was in there. Loved
They made
Pitfall.
the best games for Atari 2600.
Oh, they did. There was a 4th one as well. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head.
Did
but
you know you can buy a modern version of the 2600 and 7800, and they've got HDMI in them natively?
I do, but I don't know why I'd want such blocky pixels so clear.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you were to buy one of those said machines and you bought something called a Harmony cart or a Cuttle cart, you could put all the games onto an SD card. And I've got the X5 cart for my Sega stuff. And I love that to bits. That's fantastic. I've got all the games. But I realised I made a balls up, right? For my Model 2 Mega Drive, I've got 2. I've got the original, which I'm going to go to town on, but do a video on about it. And I've got my Model 2 Genesis. And I've got the in-game reset mod for it, for both of them. And I've got what they call the triple bypass for the audio and the video. It brings it back up a little bit. And I didn't realise I hadn't got the switchless region detection on, because if you play an NTSC game on a UK Mega Drive, it plays it slower. You know, because it's at 60 hertz,
60
not 50.
hertz versus 50, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it was fun playing Streets of Rage, Bare Knuckle 2, which is the Japanese version of Streets of Rage, playing it at a different speed when you know where everything's coming. Because I fucking rocked that game. I'd done it in half an hour. It's I knew where all the points were, where it, you got to move and everything. But then again, I know that game inside and out. I've been to gaming events where I know games so well. People go, "You've played this before, haven't you?" And I'm like, "No shit."
I love that game. I bought that when it just came out. 1993, I bought that. April 1st, 1993. That's when the very date I know that. I don't know why I know that, but I do. May I direct your attention towards Feltz 5's fantastic comment in the chat?
Which one's that, matey?
Feltz 5 in the chat says, "Can you do Arnold working in Dixon's in the mid-1990s, please?"
All right, then. Come on, you gotta buy the CB radio. It is important. What if there's a nuclear war? Who are you going to talk to? How are you going to find supplies? How will you locate other people? You need the CB radio and put it in your Austin Metro. You need to do this. Come on. Before I ram a CB area up your ass. Although I went a bit fucking weird at the end there, sorry. Yes, Dixon's did produce their own brand of CB radios back in the day. They were called Harriers. There was the Harrier CB and the Harrier CBX. Ask me how I know.
How do you know that, Trevor?
because I owned both of them.
Wow.
I loved CB radio until my mother got really awfully pissed off with me and cut my aerial off.
Oh,
She cut my coax with the scissors.
Lovely.
how cruel.
I know.
I used to have a mate who used to have 3 MAME cabinets in his office. Have you ever used MAME?
Oh, yeah.
The multi-arcade emulation
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It was great. He had 3 full-size cabinets in there, and you could just play what you fucking wanted on them. He had one dedicated to fighting games, which had about, I don't know, 10 fucking buttons on it. And then you've got your standard one for playing things like Donkey Kong and Pac-Man. And he had a third one. I don't know what he was using that for. I think he was building it at the time. But
I once got a video off a friend of mine thinking it was Donkey Kong, and it was Donkey Cock, and it was some Swedish woman who was into animals. There was a documentary about her on Channel 4. Her name was Bodilla Johnson. She killed herself because of the ostracization she found after molesting horses and animals for several years.
Wow. Best of all, the animals.
Well, you know, she found out it was a rough situation. Oh, is it Bodil Johnson? That's it, Bodil Johnson. She was quite popular on the old Colour Climax movies, apparently. According to my friend Andrew, who's just texted me about it.
Apparently.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Hot Reels Volume
Z has
4.
gone loud. I did turn Z down a little bit.
Yeah, am I better now?
Way better.
I like me now.
You're twice as sexier and gayer than you were before, even though you're not gay.
Thank you very much.
You're not even fucking happy, are you? The police scanners were popular in the 80s too, says the Wayfarer Project. Yes, I used to have a scanner too. Don't know why. I worked at a Radio Shack one summer. Do you know, I've heard some scary shit. You know what, before mobile phones went digital, you could listen to conversations on a scanner. Some of the stuff like, maybe you could start on the wife first and I can watch for a bit and then join in, and it's like, whoa, fucking hell, I know that voice. That's my old headmaster.
Getting arrested.
That's very specific, Trev.
Well, yeah. Put it this way, there were a guy who made a whole album and he's called Scanner. His name's Robin Rimbaud. And he does a whole load of stuff about, at the time, about stuff he'd recorded off scanners. And he used to make songs out of people having phone conversations. He made a whole track out of somebody saying, "You jealous bastard, what will you do?" for a phone conversation. As you do.
I think my personal favourite was, "Help, he's in the house with me."
Yeah. My personal favourite is one called Loss of the Prixie Cell, which is completely bizarre because it starts with one of those, like, self-hypnosis songs with some bloke with, like, a Kent accent going, "First of all, you feel the energy moving out of your body, across of your shoulders, down through your body, and you push that energy down." Oh. Don't fucking start.
Sure, I want from Leeds.
Fuck off.
I was going to say, you mispronounced Kent there.
I'm Chris Eubank, and I will come round and fight your Nelson Mandela and box his bloody ears in. I'm waiting for your reply, Nelson. Nelson is under the ground. Good luck fighting me. You're not the Undertaker. You get your ears boxed in by me, for I am Chris Eubanks. And I drive a lorry that looks like Optimus Prime. Oh, you win then. And I was on a Tango advert once.
Speaking of which, the Transformers, Trev, time for a plug for the Monday night.
Yes, Monday Night Mayhem was staying 1986 because we did Highlander from 1986. This coming Monday, we shall be doing Transformers the movie, the really good one. No Michael Bay in sight. Michael Bay was still playing with his taters at that time, and he wasn't involved in film, thankfully.
He wasn't involved with Transformers either, because he knew fucking nothing about them.
Yeah, he's a prick.
Let's have flames on Optimus Prime. No, don't. You fucking no.
Have you noticed every Michael Bay film since The Island has just been the same thing? It's The Island, but we'll stick Transformers in it this time.
Boobs and explosions. I think that's pretty much Michael
I actually
Bay.
quite like The Island. That's the only film by Bay I actually like.
It's a remake, isn't it? It's a remake of an older film.
I don't know. But Tom says,
Simply the best.
Better
Better
than
than
all
all
the
the
rest.
rest. I shall box your bloody ears in, Nelson.
Oh dear.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Prime! One shall stand, one shall fall. Why throw away your life so recklessly? That's a question you should ask your mum. What?
There you go. Now you don't have to see the next Transformers movie.
There
That's
we
the whole
go.
script.
Oh, you've just given away Monday.
Oh, Wayfarer Project says, Trev, ever play with a ham radio? Yes, I am a licensed operator, full license operator as well. And I used to teach. Amateur radio to idiots, and I got fed up of it because there's nothing worse than trying to teach basic mathematics to a bunch of 35-year-old mongs.
Oh dear.
Lovely.
Now then, Gordon, what do? I drive a coach. Do you? What's 3 times 9, Gordon? I'm fucking going to tell my dad.
I drive a coach.
I drive a coach. I'm telling my dad.
Yes. I'd
It
get
would like
cooked.
that, you know. Tom says, Optimus Prime. What? The last Transformers cartoon movie flopped, so they're going back to the terrible live action. Why did they try doing another animated one?
They did a prequel called Transformers 1. It wasn't
yes, they did.
CGI.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
shit.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, my kids said turn it off.
I actually enjoyed it. It was a nice little romp.
A romp. And you say
Nice little
a romp.
romp.
You said a romp in a
I actually
kid's
liked the
film.
first Michael Bay Transformers movie as well. All the others are shit, but the first one I thought was pretty
Yeah.
good.
See, the first, but the first one was sort of like it was new and interesting, and he made a couple of changes. That
Sorry,
I
I'm not
didn't
laughing
like.
at. I'm not laughing at you, Help Desk.
Of course,
I'm
not.
laughing at Tommy says voice actors Nelson Mandela as Optimus Prime and Chris Eubank as Megatron. Don't care. Oh, Wayfarer Project says let's dare to be stupid. Does
Oh,
anybody
yes.
know that song by
Yes.
Rudolph
Oh, yeah.
Yankovic?
Yep.
Stick your head in the microwave and give yourself a tan.
tan.
Yeah,
I
the
know
big
that
draw for
song.
the Americans, though, was Eric Idle being the voice of Wreck-Gar. They love Monty Python, don't they, Americans?
Oh, strange. There's some cast that film for a cartoon.
Yeah. Orson Welles, who was drunk and half dead.
Mm.
And then Leonard Nimoy
Yeah.
had to finish his dialogue off for him. What's this? Minimum says, the north of England has lower IQs. It's the gravy that does it. Go fuck yourself.
Northern boys love gravy.
We love gravy. We went down south a couple of years ago and went in a chip shop and asked for fish chips, peas and gravy. And he said, like, we don't do gravy. I said, you don't do gravy in a chip shop? He says, welcome to the South Coast, mate.
Ah, dirty bastard.
Wanker.
No fucking gravy. Go out and buy some fucking Bisto immediately. I will destroy you for having no gravy. Good job Stark isn't here. He'd be wanking off at that, wouldn't he?
Mind you, you say about gravy.
Mm.
You ever been to Essex? They got liquor. That's even worse.
Liquor what?
It's just called liquor. It's green.
Liquor.
I don't even know what the hell it is. It's just green.
Can you imagine if that was your first name and your last name was Fanny?
Or vice versa.
Anyway, killed it again.
Franco, I may address Franco Walker's in the chat from a few minutes ago because I can't be asked typing, Trevor. I'll be very clickety, like Michael Flatley dancing on your microphone there. But Franco Walker in the chat says I could never get into Transformers. I just saw it as one big advert. I didn't because I was still young and naive enough to just take it and be devastated when a character died. But 15 years after Transformers the movie was released. It would have been my first ever Amazon purchase, I think. I rewatched the film, 86, and I thought, exactly what Franco said. Fucking hell, this is just one big advert. They're killing off all the old characters and putting on the new ones on. I've been living a lie for the last 15 years.
Oh, Franco says, no gravy in a chippy. Heathens. That's it. Stick up for the North. Because I'm technically in Yorkshire, pretty much. And I know Franco's a Yorkshireman. So I tell you what we do like round here, what nobody else seems to do. We do hendos on fish and chips.
Hendos?
Yeah.
What the fuck is hendos?
Henderson's relish. It's like...
Come.
Liam Perry's ripped it off. No, it's not like come, you twat. Drew Gordon says curry sauce. If you've heard of hendos, please do say in the chat. Minimum says pie, liquor and mash also lowers the IQ. Tom says, I bloody love liquor with me pie and mash. Are you from down that way, Tom? Do you sound like Jason Statham? Jason Statham's actually from about 8 miles away from where I live.
What, right now?
No, where he's from, where he was born.
Oh.
A little pit village called Shirebrook. Spit and you'll miss it. You've never had your knees broken until you've been to Shirebrook. Some of the finest See You Next Tuesdays I know are from Shirebrook. Wayfarer Project says Unicron was a drunken planet after all. Well, yeah, technically. Gravy on chips, you fucking animal, says Sword in the Storm. Oh. What's he said here? Derbyshire is not Yorkshire. Midlands weaklings are weak. Fuck you.
Weak.
Where the
start
fuck
another
are you
war,
from?
a local war.
Where are you from, Minum? Oh, I bet you're from fucking Kirkby, aren't you? Or Nottingham. Drew Gone says, I saw Queen at Nebworth in 86. I saw the body of a murder victim afterwards. I actually stepped over him on the way to the exit. One lone policewoman guarding the body with a plastic bag over his face. As you do.
As you do. My God.
Atom Gray says, everything's 8 miles away. It's a flipping island. Well.
Bloody Americans. They're coming over here with the terrible
patches. Just because it's 154 miles to the nearest fucking petrol station. Bully for you.
Next to be having to go to a bloody chief.
I know. Left or right, dead body, she said. So I hopped straight over. Drew Gordon, you really do fucking live life to the fullest, don't you? A murder victim at Nebworth. Wow.
Back in the day.
I know. Sure it weren't somebody Aussie had his way with. I fucking knobbed him, mate. Fucking Sharon! Oh, God, he's like a living retard. I hate to say that word, but... Oh, dear. Did anybody ever watch that god-awful show?
Oh, my goodness.
Which one?
What? The Osbournes.
Yeah. Some of it was okay until the funniest line with the one where it's going on about, I love you more than life itself, but you're all mad. And then you realise that they'd given him that line and he said it about 15 times before he could get it right. Say it straight. And I went, this is just one big con, this fucking programme.
I like that. Have you seen that video where he says, I've done all kinds of drugs, you know what I mean? I can't be dealing with them. And he's pouring orange juice into a glass and getting it all over the table.
I can't stand that fucking...
Sharon knows power on them.
Oh, can't fucking stand it.
I hated that show. You've
Yeah.
never seen more scripted bullshit in all your life.
Yeah.
I just had to go look it up. Nebworth Park, August the 9th, 1986. A last epic show with chaos. A 20-year-old lost his life after being stabbed in the crowd. A fan climbed a lightning tower to get a better view, but fell on someone who was none too pleased and subsequently stabbed him.
As you do. Did you have a good weekend? Yeah, I just stabbed some twat. Oh, okay.
It fell on me head.
He were climbing up a pylon, dopey twat. Says, someone got stabbed by bikers at the Queen gig. They were all grouped together behind the big speaker. My brother and myself were stood a little in front of them.
Wow.
Well, good job you didn't get poked by somebody's sword. Moving on. That's 3 for 3 for stream killing tonight. Do I get a pot knacker, Brian? Do I deserve one yet?
Straight to bin pot knacker coming your way, Trevor.
I'll go for the Selby grill steak.
Pot knacker. Now with 30% real meat.
It's never fucking meat in it. What are you on about? Oh, Melv's here. Hello, Melv.
Hey.
I remember the victim's name, same name as my brother.
Slowly, madly, deeply.
Ooh, too soon. That's I don't know. I don't know what to fucking say to that. To be honest, Melv, you've done me.
Melv just doxed himself.
It was.
Welcome to self-doxing on the Friday Night Fubar channel with Melvin Deeply Melvin.
I dox myself, but nobody gives a shit.
Who's from Lanarkshire?
Lanarkshire?
Who's from Lanarkshire?
The guy got stabbed.
Oh.
Ah.
Bloody Lanarkshire. So I think Sordy, you're from Lanarkshire. You're not Sword in Storm. He's a Lanarkshire lad, you know?
Is he?
I think so. If I'm wrong, I'm going to get.
Do you know, Melv is much loved, and I appreciated him coming on my stream the other night. It was good of him. He was representing Scotland, and he'd got shitloads of facts about filming locations and whatnot for Highlander. Hey, oh, Melvin Deeply. He says he's not really here. Bullshit. We know you're here.
He is.
You are
here. Don't lie, it's Melvin. Don't lie.
So, we're all safer now. Ninja swords have been banned.
Yeah, like ninjas don't have other weapons.
Oh, do you know,
a good ninja doesn't need a weapon.
Yeah, exactly. Kill with his bare hands.
I thought they were already banned. Oh no, Sordy's from Dundee. Of course he's from Dundee, because I was there a couple of years ago at the old Dundee. I was once spat in the face in Dundee, believe it or not, on a football match. That was nice.
Really?
Someone gobbed at a car and drove on. It was the middle of a crowd. Thousands of people, and it happened to land on me. Little 17-year-old me. Bastards. Anyway.
Oh, well, it's probably dead
Moving
now.
on. Oh,
I think anyone that's going to take a ninja sword into the street doesn't give a flying fuck whether they're banned or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Remember ITV cut a little scene from a Bruce Lee film because of nunchucks? They didn't have the nunchucks on the TV. Remember that little snippet where all he does is take them and put them on his neck and sit in his bum? And that was
There was a legend. You've just reminded me there, just moving slightly on for a second. There was a certain lad around these parts, and we used to call him Ninja Bry, and he thought he was a ninja, and he was going out with a girl, and he did something rather rum with a set of nunchucks, and his nickname in the village was Nunchuck-a-fucker.
Oh, lovely.
And I'll never forget that for as long as I live.
But they've never been a fan of nunchucks over here, are they? I mean, they nerfed Donatello in Ninja Turtles, which they had to rename to Hero Turtles.
Hero Turtles weren't allowed ninjas,
because ninjas apparently, not on. What if kids grew up and want to be ninjas? That would be the greatest fucking thing ever.
Amazing, yeah.
Hey, I know why they did it. What if there were some people who were dyslexic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
And they didn't want to grow up to be something else?
No, you're going to have to explain that one.
Brian knew where I was going with that one, didn't you, Brax? You went, oh, fucking hell. It sounds like ninja.
Oh, ninja, please.
Thank you very much.
Remember the nunchucks were banned after Dave Lister helped himself right in the testicles with them?
I don't know. It might be something to do with Ninja Brian, his nunchuck-a-fucker thing. Ninja Bry. Hey up, Ninja Bry. Are you still on the CB? But he is. He was the oldest milkman in Chesterfield. Oh, shit, I've just outed him proper there, haven't I?
I heard somewhere, was it QI I heard on it, there was no such thing as ninjas, apparently. It was seemingly just something that would be like an assassin that was in kind of Japanese stage plays, and what they would do is if the background was all black and they would have these people in, you wouldn't know who it was.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that.
And so ninjas weren't real.
No.
Somewhere around about Shinobi, it seemed to
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Chernobyl fallout.
That Chernobyl. I stopped eating fucking lamb because of Chernobyl.
But I've played The Last Ninja. It does exist. And Way of the Exploding Fist.
Anyway, it just reminded me there, we're saying Chernobyl. Can you remember when Chernobyl happened?
Yeah.
And they pulled all the Ready Brick adverts off of TV.
Oh, because it's kids radioactive.
The kids glowing red.
What year was
Yes.
year was Chernobyl, Trev?
86
again. This
86 as
86 is haunting us. Can I just
Yeah.
say I was disappointed in terms of some of the Kilmer tributes that very few of them put the anal intruder scene from Top Secret.
Well, the thing is, though, you got kids walking down the street glowing fucking red. It's like, shit. And at Chernobyl, we better take them adverts off. Who does that, though? Who like goes, hang on a minute, we can't have kids glowing red walking down the street after a nuclear accident?
Probably get a letter from someone.
You couldn't make that shit up now, though. If you told kids now, they'd think you were bullshitting them. But that was the thing at the time.
Tom's making a sensible point in the chat, saying there were geishas or geishas, whatever they call them, assassins, and Shinobi.
Shinobi's a great game on the Mega Drive.
I like that. Ninja Stars get in front of it. Ninja Stars have been banned for a long time, haven't they?
Yeah.
Anything that's fun. Anything that's fun for going out on a Saturday night's banned.
Franco says in the chat, lol, I'd forgot about the Ready Brick ads ban. Yeah, but it was a thing, though, do you remember? Yeah, Menem says at least the price of lamb went down after Chernobyl. It fucking well did. I stopped eating lamb after that. Because it tasted even more like BO after that. Doesn't lamb just taste like fucking sweaty, fat bastard armpits?
Depends what you get. If you're getting a kebab, a proper kebab, not the shit they sell in the turkey bollocks they put in your local.
Doner kebab in naan bread is peak.
Innit?
I've got once.
Yeah.
Size of a 12-inch single, and they just fill that with kebab meat, roll it up, and you eat it.
See, it's
like
just
a wrap.
me. I prefer a
Fuck
chicken
my
shish.
arteries.
Yeah.
Tom says,
yeah.
I reckon Val Kilmer would have loved this stream.
It'll
I can
probably
take his
come on.
picture down. I'll take his picture down now. Thank you, Val. Thank you for the memories. You can be my Huckleberry now. Oh, there we go. Oh, God, look at you sexy bastards.
I know.
Oh,
I'm Batman.
you're looking shiny, sir. Have you had an oil bath to get rid of all that jabber semen?
Jabba wanka.
It does stain the gold plating.
You want a wanker? Is it?
You
Oh, it's
you
like
want a
said-
wagoa?
You want a wonga? Oh, them wonga puppets. Oh, I always wanted to molest them. Ooh. Anyway.
Stream killer.
I know.
Moving on.
4 for 4 now. I'm doing well. All 30 people are just fucking loving this shit. Hey, anyway, Monday night stream doing exceedingly well. To say I've had a slap on the wrist from Studio Canal France.
Bastards, dirty bastards.
I know. Dead them fucking French knobbers.
Oh,
What the fuck was that? Somebody getting a phone call? Was the Tango ad banned in the UK? Yeah, for happy slapping the... oh, Geordie, let's have a rewind. Yeah, amazing, Ralph. With the
Ray
little
Wilkins.
orange Tango man.
It was Ray Wilkins, wasn't it? Did the voiceover? Smashing
I
Peter.
don't know.
Ray Butch Wilkins, former AC Milan, Queen's Park Rangers, England International.
Ah. Sword in the Storm says, at least Kilmer isn't the shittest Batman. No, that's George Clooney.
That's right. Yeah,
George
I
Clooney
think,
was just fucking dog spunk.
I think if they'd given Kilmer something like what Christian Bale had done, I think Kilmer, when he signed up, thought he was doing something a bit more serious. And then when he realised it was a pile of manure, he said, bugger this, I'm going to do the same. I'm not doing the sequels. But apparently, he wanted to let his kids wanted to see it, or he was going to let his kids see the film, and he didn't have a copy. He ended up having to rent his own movie.
As you do.
And he put it on, and 10 minutes into it, the kids had disappeared upstairs. It's just fucking sitting there watching his own film when this is a pile of shit.
Oh, dear.
Well,
What? Ninjas were more like nonjas. John Goodman, Speed Racer 2008, the Wachowski sisters. Okay. Kids were getting ruptured eardrums, says Cartoon 154. That's because of the Tango.
Oranges!
Oranges! Tom says the advert was banned, but it was too late. Gangs of teens were still going round, happy slapping the fook out of people and filming it.
Yeah.
True.
Cat was out of the bag.
Oh, that reminds me. Didn't Tango have a bit of a spate where they tried to follow suit from Pot Noodle? You know how Pot Noodle did it's the slag of all snacks. And then they had the Tango where a can of apple Tango rang some bloke up in a board meeting.
Yes. That's like trying to talk dirty down the phone to him.
Yeah,
It's
and he
all
goes,
like,
apples, dang nabbit.
you
And
peel off my label. It's all like, I remember. Oh, God. I remember that.
Oh, the time of trying to be... What? I screwed up the delivery. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're on about there. Franco says, please subscribe and hit the bell, share, hit like, and select live chat. Thank you.
Yep.
Manuel Griel says, Japanese letter type thing. Shinobi, it's just another reading for the kanji nin, which means to endure. It's some fucking endurance watching this shit, I tell you. A ninja is someone who endures, which is what they did. They were special forces, not assassins. Hail, Manuel Grill.
Hail to Manuel in the chat. Good lad is Manuel.
Aye.
Nice. I read it, Manuel. A Minimum says Keir Starmer is due to ban the 12-inch strap-on black ninja dildo. Only dildos under 3-inch will be allowed.
Well, that's my entire dildo collection down the drain.
He'll have to take out his arse first, won't he?
They're doing a 1.5-inch dildo and they're calling it the Chegwin. Are you interested in a Chegwin, Z?
Well, do they come in bulk?
They came in Maggie Philbin.
Because my ring piece is like a wind tunnel.
Well, there's Tampax for that.
You could throw your kit bag down, it wouldn't touch the sides.
Well, if you're having trouble, you could always wrap cotton wool round a fucking rolling pin.
Cartoon Man 154. Remember when Tango adverts at bus stops actually accidentally had twat on them? Was that Tango with a twist when they released the Lemon Tango?
It is indeed, yes. I'm glad you interjected there, Help Desk.
Yes. Tango with added Tango. I did something like that.
This is the stream killer of all stream killers.
It's so bad and easily killed, been going for 1 hour and 50 minutes.
Do you know, it's really fucked me up having to bring Fubar Friday back 6 months early. Just because of people being mardy. But this is what you've got to do to maintain a status quo, even though no fucker has rights to any day of the week on the internet.
There's only 7 days and there's millions of channels doing live streams.
And
people
like I
have
said
to
before,
share at some point.
I am but a tiny amoeba. A tiny, tiny, tiny amoeba in a great big sea of talent.
Well, you got 500 subscribers now, so yeah.
How about now?
Guns.
Well, 760 people apparently.
There you go.
To, poor bastards watching this shit. Oh, yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, the Highlander's doing well. To say YouTube said, no, Minum, I don't want to go to Tuesday. Everybody wanted me to come back on Friday. So that's what I've done. Franco said it's worth it, Trav. Okay, yeah.
It's good.
Common People says I'd send a super chat to stop this stream if I could. Is it that bad?
Cheeky.
Are we really doing that bad?
We're fine.
Thanks, Franco. Thanks for cheering us up to know that during this stream we've lost 2 subs.
Let me just refresh. No, it says 760 on my phone.
Wayfarer Project, yes.
What?
The answer to that one.
There's nothing else good on a Friday. Well, apparently there's some specky four-eyed twat having a go in there about now.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. They're probably just this small independent streamers. Leave them to do what they do. You know.
I tell you something, he can't go out on a hot day. He'd burn his fucking retinas out, wouldn't he? He's got some right jam jar bottoms, as Gaz.
Friday night ties.
Over his head. Makes him look better. And
I like
all your favourite MAGA fans in one place.
Wayfarer Project, you know, Steely Dan was named after. Well,
thank you, Sword.
I've just answered that for the love of Christ.
Fine. Sorry.
For the love of Benji.
Yeah, but you know, it's one of those facts like 10cc named after the average amount of jizz.
Well, thank you,
Sword. Bad enough without repeating ourselves.
Well, this is what fucking say. It doesn't.
I
Carry
thought
on.
Motley Crue was a dildo too, and Fleetwood Mac says minimum. What are you saying? I'll tell you, if you want to see a dildo in action, look at Mick Fleetwood in The Running Man. You'll never find a more fucking cupinol performance. He's fucking won us out. I've seen more flexible coffins than Mick Fleetwood. I remember you. You took away our songs. Yeah. Come on, Mick. Fucking start acting. I am acting. No. Stick to playing fucking... What is it if you play the fucking recorder? Because it's got to be better than what you're fucking doing here. Awful. Carl Voigtlander says, I remember back when Trev had 510 subs. I remember when a certain twat nozzle said, don't let the dizzy nights of 138 subs go to your head, Trev.
Yeah.
You comedy gold you are. Ain't you? I had to fucking move out of my own country because no fucker like me.
If you're going to do an impression of that gentleman, I can advise you that the best thing you can do is to move away from the microphone.
Oh, sorry.
So you get an effect something similar to this.
Everyone you meet, the story told at you.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Whew, I've got a dab on. Anybody else got a dab on?
Aye, but it's only because that's all I can manage these days.
Oh, dear. That's it now. I'm fucking having him. I'm having him. Who are you talking to, Pete? Am I talking to myself? I'm schizophrenic. The only person that'll fucking talk to me is myself. Is that right? Yeah. Nice one. Yeah. I bet he does. I bet he spends hours talking. He amuses himself.
He'll hate me for this, but there was
I don't give shit.
one that he amused me at that. His internet was terrible, right? And a couple of people in the chat had said, we can't hear you. Internet's not good. And he said, well, I thought he was serious. It's not my fucking problem. You can't hear me. That's like, why I'm sitting thinking, why fucking bother turning the internet on at all? Just sit in front of your mic. Just rant into the ether. But that was quite amusing.
That's perfect impression. He knows. If you know, you know. Atom Gray says, B-sides coming up in 2 hours, lads. Hey, I'll be there. I was watching you the other night. There's a guy on B-sides I'm a big fan of.
Yes, tell us more.
No, I can't tell you.
Oh, we got to go and watch it.
He likes otters.
Smilex.
Smilex. I love Smilex.
I'd love to get Smilex on the channel.
We did an entire Batman stream and didn't mention Smilex gas. That's where he got his name from.
Really? Yeah. I thought it was some kind of otter frottage.
Frottage.
Hey, I wonder if you could get like a gay rubbing cheese and it's called frottage cheese.
Frottage cheese.
Oh, dear.
It's kept underground and matured in a
I know
cave.
what frottage cheese is now. It's knob cheese for gays.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's actually called cottaging cheese.
Oh, he's here all week, folks. C3PO.
I thank you.
I'd like to know what Smilex is, how he's able to go on the streams that start at 2:00 in the morning.
I don't
know. Is he a coke dealer or something? I want to know. That's when their business kind of takes off.
I keep sending him friend requests on, not friend requests, follows. I keep following him on Twitter and he just ignores me.
Does he? The bastard. Never to have a word.
But I remember him when I from the chat on that other channel I used to appear on. If you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah. Like sitting on a razor blade.
It does say up here, river otters are more often active at night.
Oh, that'll be it then.
Maybe he's a burglar. Yeah.
He's taking that otter fetish a bit too far, isn't he? Let's be honest.
What's that? Carl Voigtlander says, I'll be there as well. Smilex. Is it Smilex or Simlex? I always get it fucking wrong.
Smilex.
Yeah, I thought
Smilex gas.
Yeah. With a new secret ingredient. Smilex.
Yes. Yes. There's a lot of people...
You literally did that movie last Monday. How can you not remember?
I know. I've been to sleep since then. What?
Stolen my line.
Common People says Smilex is only on B-sides because his mother invented the spork. I'm sure somebody else invented the spork, and the status or bio says you could thank me later. Who is that? That's somebody on Twitter.
Yes, is it not in his profile? I invented sporks. You all owe me royalties.
Yeah, I'm going to look now.
I'm pretty sure that's in his bio.
Yeah, maybe that's where I've got it from. But yeah, it's funny how you sort of you circle around people on the streaming crowd, but you don't actually connect in one way or another. But I would like to to branch out and get some other voices and people involved on the channel. That would be great. Because our Yank contingency seem to have abandoned us a little bit since we put the clocks forward. Yes, because I was saying to people, you could come on the channel tonight. And then it was just me and Help Desk, and we got floundering, and then Z came in for a reach around, and then Brian helped out by spraying some lube on. Thank you. I appreciate it muchly.
That's Wayfarer in the chat again talking about dildo. That's 22 dildo comments this evening, Wayfarer. Is there something you'd like to tell us?
Yeah. Don't be mean about Smilex. He's a nice guy. He's very good, very witty. I like his banter. But then again, I've just noticed something, Help Desk.
Yes.
Have you made your Batman look purposely boz-eyed, or is it that just coincidence?
That is just coincidence. I've trained an AI to put my face onto other pictures. It's not perfect, and in this case, it couldn't line up the eyes correctly.
I don't know. It kind of looks like you're on a vinegar stroke.
Just at the peak there. Just right.
This is my O face.
It's like you're on the crest of a climax.
Well, I am all in leather, so...
Well, whatever floats your boat there, sailor. Oh, sorry, we've already got a sailing unit in the... I'm sorry, Z.
That's all right. I can fit you all in.
Oh, thank you, sailing unit.
It's okay. I'm Batman.
I like it how Z gets the sailing unit joke.
I don't. I've just been going along with it.
Oh, you bastard. Oh, fuck. Now I feel a right tit. Oh, it's my own. Ooh. I'm getting some right jugs on me lately. Do you know what they say to me in the pub? Trev, if you ever got stuck in a lift, you could give yourself a tit wank.
I thought it was show us your tits.
There has been that as well. I mean, I probably could fit a tit in my own mouth now.
Oh, God.
Well, thanks for that image. I'm going to have to bleach my eyes now.
No, I can't. I know.
Absolutely every fuck in the chat's trying it now. Try to see.
Wayfarer Project says, Trev, can I come on sometime and talk about dildos? Well, either that or synthesizers. I'd sooner talk about synthesizers.
I'd sooner talk about dildos.
I don't know a deal about dildos, to be fair.
How about a synthesizer that's used as a dildo?
Hey, maybe as like a pitch bend, but you bend it up your ass.
Straight up the Ronson.
I like that voice. You sound like the new Swedish chef. Hey there, Hey there, Kermit. Hey there, Swedish chef.
It was meant to be, I used it a couple of years back, and it was meant to be Jim Morrison, and it ended up sounding a bit more like Denzel Dexter from The Fast Show.
Maybe you could do Swiss Tony. Instead, I could sell you a car.
Selling a car. It's like making love to a beautiful woman.
Swiss Tony was my favourite character from The Fast Show. Bet you can't guess who my second favourite character was.
Unlucky Alf.
The 13th Duke of Wyndham.
You ready?
Yeah.
Nice.
Jazz Club.
Yeah.
Jazz Club. Yeah. Welcome to Jazz Club.
I liked it when he got out-jazzed.
Great.
He didn't know what to fucking do, did he? He was going to have a bitch fit. John Thompson as Jazz Club.
Yeah. Have you seen the stage show, the live show they did?
No.
I had that on VHS.
Fucking brilliant.
A long time ago. It was brilliant.
He plays the angry guy. It says if it was rubbish. And it's a theatre, fucking theatre, rubbish, absolute rubbish. What we did now, lads, we were farting. proper fucking entertainment. And it's just puts a little part in line. Hate the theatre, not that I've ever been. Welcome to Lead Balloons on the...
Atom Gray says in the chat, at this age, edging is as far as it goes. Nice.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I can't even edge. I don't like you two.
That's a depressing thing about getting older.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? The mind is willing, but the body is lacking.
Yeah, sell some of that for you.
Which is a bit of a shame. The last time I saw me cock, England won a fucking football match. True is that.
Franco, forgot about that TV series. Thank you for reminding me. Swiss Tony got his own TV spin-off series.
Yeah, but it was crap.
It was
crap
there. Yeah.
Dave Angel, Eco Warrior, says Tom.
Hey, competitive dad. I liked him as a character in the Fast Show.
Yeah.
I know somebody who's just like that. Not me. My brother. He's like that with his kids. All right then, kids. It's Jenga. Speed Jenga. He starts getting fucking speed Jenga. What the fuck is speed Jenga? Oh, God. It's like you got 7 seconds to remove a brick.
Franco, that was right. He did. Swiss Tony did get his own spin-off series. I remember that.
I just said that.
Yeah, it was crap.
Sorry, I drifted off in the when I made an arse of myself there.
It's
like
making
it's all right.
love
We each
to
get
a
one.
beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Swiss Tony.
Jumps goalposts, 2 boys, small in the
Oh,
park.
I was
Yeah.
Ron Manager.
Roll with the ball of dog poo, getting a friend to head it.
Oh, Julio
marvellous.
Giorgio. Do you remember him?
Scoreboard to sitting on
Yeah,
a
Julio
dog
Giorgio.
on the side, man.
Back in the net lake.
Oh yes, Italian and ended up at some club like Middlesbrough. It was something ridiculous.
No, he was at Newcastle, weren't he? He was supposed to be at Newcastle,
it.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Chris Waddle.
Like back in the net lake.
Scotcho.
Yeah.
And he kept coming out with Geordie lines.
Inky,
Yeah.
Pinky.
Schminky pinky bang bang. Yeah.
Oh, weather Scotcho.
Channel 9 News, that was it.
Mm.
The Alcoholic Family, says Franco Walker. They were great as well, weren't they? Remember? I wasn't pissed,
Yeah. Oh, the memories.
Duke of Wyndham.
What do we think we should go for, lads? 2.5 hours and then call it a day?
Was it? I can't see the timer, Trev. I've got the chat up.
2
hours,
hours,
6 minutes,
2 hours
45.
and 6 minutes. Well, nearly 2 hours. And
2 hours,
7
6 minutes.
Yes.
Cut it
I
off at
think
30.
half past is
Yeah.
not unreasonable, to be fair.
2 hours 30.
You ain't
Cool.
seen me, right?
The
After
thing about the Fast Show
Yeah,
is it was good.
the what
You
show?
could- Fast Show.
What's the
Fast.
fast? What's
Fast.
fast?
Fast
Fast.
Show.
I mean fast show.
Fast
Fast.
Show. Listen,
It's
I'm from the
Fast
south. It's the
Show.
Fast Show. You wonka.
I suppose you have a
you couldn't-
bath.
You couldn't make it today because half of it would be, sort of like, oh, you'll offend somebody. You can't say that.
You know, who gives a fuck about offending people if something's funny?
Well,
Who's
this is what I'm
scoffing?
hoping
Who scoffed?
for Naked Gun.
Who
You went,
scoffed there?
Shooter.
Oh, up against a Teresa.
Oh, so juicer.
Oh,
What about Jesse's Dyers?
this week I have
Has
been
been
mostly
mostly
eating
eating
beans. Yeah.
Yeah.
And cheesy peas.
Cheesy peas.
Ever so
Yeah.
easy, ever so cheesy. Cheesy peas.
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 Yeah.
There was guys in my
Oh,
work
dear.
who would kept saying that out about cheesy pea, and there was an older guy who says, "What's this cheesy peas you keep talking about?" It's it's a sensational blend of cheese and peas together, and they kept bumming up. And this guy get his wife to make fucking cheesy peas. Fucking idiot! That was rubbish. Run.
Fucking hell. There's always somebody, isn't there, somewhere that's going to do something dopey like that.
Yeah.
And then they did the posh version, which was more expensive, which was posh cheesy
Strawberry
peas.
flavour.
No, posh cheesy
Strawberry
peas
flavour.
with pongy cheese.
Pongy cheese, yeah.
Pongy
Definitely a
cheesy
strawberry
peas.
flavour. Remember that.
There was
Franco
strawberry.
stuck a link in there. Star Trek The Next Generation meets the Fast Show. That should be worth a laugh.
Thanks, Franco. That's great. The old chat will go and leave us and go and watch something decent for a change. Thanks so much.
Wayfarer Project says the Yamaha Dix 1 is also a good one. where
Shut
they
your mouth, you bag.
combined Yamaha's synthesizer FM synthesis technology with anal bummage. Cartoon Man 154 says Johnny Depp did a Suit You Sir sketch in the Fast Show. He did. He did indeed.
He did, yeah.
He was a big fan of the Fast Show, apparently. He was also a big fan of women who shit in his bed.
Well, I don't think he was a fan of them. I think that just kind of happened.
I don't know. I mean, you like a girl with spirit, but not one that's going to do a fucking turd under your pillow. Can you imagine getting in bed and like, fucking bed smells like shit. And then you put your hand under the pillow and you pull out with a fucking chocolate handshake. That must be... Oh, dear. They don't call her Amber Turd for now. What is she doing these days? Do we know where that particular piece of snot landed?
No.
Bet she's landed on somebody's dick. Somebody with money.
They met on the while filming The Rum Diary. Hunter S. Thompson's The Rum Diary. And she is absolutely stunning in that. Stunning.
And brave.
Shame she's
Very nice.
radio rental.
There. Oh, you'll be getting cancelled, Z. You'll end up in Dixon's. Road,
Wouldn't be the first time I've been surrounded by dicks.
Well, road you go in, you'll end up in Rumbelows. I was tearful when Rumbelows went tits up.
Were you really?
Yes. I was in there when they
worse.
boarded the fucker up.
It could
I
be.
was kind of peed off with Woolworths because I used to get a lot of Doctor Who action figures from them.
Yeah.
Really? I used to like the pick and mix.
Yeah, that
I
was
still like
great as
security
well.
cameras.
Yeah, if you shoved your finger underneath the scales, you could get the entire bag for sort of like 100 grams. So it only cost you £1.
100 grams? You mean a quarter?
It's 125 grams, I think.
No, when sweets were sweets. It
Oh,
was a
yes,
quarter.
they did quarters and pounds. Didn't
You had
they?
a quarter. Could I have a quarter of chewing nuts? Which was always funny. Asking for a bag of chewing nuts. Can you remember Nutty Slack? Did anybody have a sweet shop where they sold Nutty Slack?
No.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
Nutty Slack. It just looked like clag nuts.
Going back a couple of minutes, I've just found a disc.
Drugs?
No, a CD from a long time ago. I've
AOL.
got the official Fast Show interactive CD.
Yeah.
It's got games and it's got a Cheesy Peas.
Has it got a
shooting game.
30-day trial of AOL with it as well?
No. I mean, this is actually one that was released by the BBC, and I bought it from the BBC shop.
Nice.
A YouTube review of that is a must.
I might actually consider doing that because it's
just for its rarity value.
This is a relic of history. It's got.
Sword in the Storm says he got a quarter of cola cubes last week.
Oh,
I
yes.
fucking love cola cubes. I miss cola cubes.
You see, I liked aniseed balls or aniseed twists.
No, couldn't stand them. I like rhubarb and custards.
Oh no.
And
I didn't like pear drops. They just tasted diabetes.
I love
apparently.
pear. I love pear.
Oh,
drops.
proper jargonelle pears, the ones that actually tasted like chloroform.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, they were good.
I'll stick with Nutty Slack.
Old school.
Oh, Drew
sweet.
Gordon says
Do
he has
you
the
mean
interactive
peanut brittle?
Banzai TV show DVD. Banzai was fucking brilliant.
Banzai. Wow.
Oh, I do remember
Do you mean
Banzai.
peanut brittle, Trav?
No, Nutty Slack.
What the fuck is that?
It's like clag nuts.
That doesn't help.
I have
It's
no
like,
idea what they are.
Imagine bits of chocolate that look just like mincemeat.
Are you on about nutty poo sort of thing?
No. What's this? A question for the panel from Arabella Weir from the Fast Show. One or none?
Ooh. Arabella
At the
Williams.
time,
At the time.
none. No. Definitely one.
I can't remember Arabella Weir.
Oh, you will when you see her.
Does my bum look big in this? That was her.
Oh, right. Let me have a
Yeah.
look.
Actually, the live show, there is this one bit, I can't remember who it is, but it's basically a guy lying on the
Arabella
floor
Weir.
going, whip me, beat me, tread on me. And Arabella Weir in what I can only describe as a red PVC catsuit, whipping him, and then stops and just goes, yeah, does my bum look big in this? It's so out of left field. It's so,
How did I forget that bit?
Oh, God. She looks like Lisa Tarbuck.
Except a third of the size.
Yeah. No, I still won't touch it.
Red,
no.
shrimp. Oh, we're on the classic. There is actually a shop
That's
called
a pump
Mr.
and
Sim's
dump
Sweet Shop.
situation, I'm afraid. Tom says shrimps. I loved shrimps. They were all right. Not bananas, though.
There is a shop called Mr. Sim's Sweet Shop. It's sort of like dotted about various high streets, and they do all of the old classic sweets, and you can buy them in sort of like quarters or grams, depending on how you feel.
Quarters.
Yeah.
I like Bassetti. Does anybody else like Bassetti? The hard licorice in them big strip things?
Oh, not a licorice man at all.
Oh, no. That shit.
I get a box of them every Christmas, 75 in a box. And come New Year, they're fucking gone, and I'm not even supposed to eat licorice because it's bad for people on my type of medication. If it's heart related, you're not supposed to touch it because it can increase your blood pressure.
Licorice can it?
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's not good for you if you've got high blood pressure. And the lifestyle I lead, and I don't mean as in like what I eat and poor lifestyle choices, it's just the fucking kids and wife I've got.
When I got dib dabs, I used to give the licorice to my sister. You know, the dynamite ones.
Oh, the sherbet fountains.
Yeah, sherbet fountains. She got the licorice, I got her sherbet.
They're not called dib dabs anymore. It's dip dab now.
Is that why you're such a fan of nose refreshments now, Z?
Ah.
I have literally got, within 6 feet of me, I have one of those dib dabs with me
I
right
thought you were
now.
going to say some cocaine then.
Is that with the lolly?
Cabrillage Charlie. Yeah, that's the one that I got.
Have you been to the ice cream van, Brian?
I was down as actually trying to find something decent for the missus for Mother's Day, and I failed miserably, so I went down to Pig and Co and just grabbed a whole lot of old sweeties and things like that. And I wish I'd just kept it for myself, to be quite honest.
Oh, well, you can always claim it back.
Oh, God, I watched that sketch the other day. I think it was Smack the Pony or Naked Video, something like that.
Naked Video, that was shit. I love that.
These two kids go up to the ice cream van and he wants to know if he can see your fanny.
Chewing the fat.
Yeah, that's Chewing the Fat.
Was it? Yeah. That's so funny.
That
Isn't that the show with your pisshead friend in it, Brian?
Pisshead friend in it.
When was it you or was it Melv? Was in a queue and
no, it was me. I can't see that in live. Thing me.
Oh well, a person who likes a drink a bit too much.
The lady who was showing the fanny, Z.
Oh yeah,
was this anyway? She was in. She's also the. Yes, I can definitely smell shite. She does that as well.
Yeah,
my dad knew her, believe it or not, and she was in my local chemist. I couldn't really fucking collapse. I thought it was a junkie. She's really tall, and I just heard someone saying, "Just in for my prescription." I thought it was some mad junkie, so I was kind of looking away in that, and then I went, I recognise that voice, and sure enough, it was Camden Barr.
Small world.
The more you know. Would you like to know more?
No.
Nah, she's a freaky bitch. She is.
She's a kind of funny.
I wonder
lady.
how her liver is.
Pickled, I'd imagine.
I bet it's like Larry Hagman's fourth. He had 7 livers in him, didn't he, when he died?
Did he?
Yeah. Because he just kept burning them out, didn't he? He was pissed all the time.
Sword in the Storm has the exact terms of that line. Can I get a switch of your fanny? Exact term.
Yeah. I don't know why she's held in such high regard. I didn't particularly find her very funny. Funny, that.
Or not.
But Franco Walker says, love Naked Video. Oh, that's the show that spawned Rabsy Nesbitt, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
And welcome to Study Break.
Absolutely. That was absolutely.
Oh, I used to love
Fuck,
that show.
I don't know my old comedy shows.
As you know, points out,
Scotland had and still has on occasion some of the best comedy shows in the UK.
One of the most underrated comedians or comic actors was a guy called Ricky Fulton, and fucking no one's heard of him. And he is one of the most talented guys I've ever. He did the do you remember did you ever seen the I Am Jolly Sordy will know what I'm talking about. The I Am Jolly
I sort of know
sketches.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
But it was like Last Call, Late Call used to be called, and it was Last Call. And he had a different selection of kind of ministers and that would do terrible things. One of the funniest is the one where he gets drunk. He doesn't realise it. He's sitting drinking this, thinks it's just water, and he gets pissed out his head, and it's absolutely hilarious. The guy's comedic timing is perfect. Absolutely perfect. And no one fucking knows who he is.
Hey, just chucking this out there. As a Scotsman, Brian, how funny do you think Limmy is?
Oh, I don't particularly like Limmy.
Really?
As himself, I think there's one character that I absolutely love, and that's Dee Dee. That character on its own is absolutely hilarious. The rest of the stuff I'm not too keen on, and I find him a little bit acerbic for my liking as himself.
Like the one he does where he's like pretending to be like a late night phone-in type thing, and he goes, "Greetings, traveller." He's doing that game thing. And he's going, this bloke rings up, "I remember you from school, you're a right gobshite you were." And he's like, "No, I think you've got me mixed up."
That's right. Is it Falconhoof? Is that it?
That's it, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, that's funny as fuck. I
missed the Limmy boat because I was living in Oz when his career kind of took off. And then someone, just before I came back, someone sent me a couple of the videos. And the ones that I really loved was Dee Dee, the guy that's a pure stoner and that guy. That was brilliant.
I'll go and catch a fucking boss. And I thought, oh, no bother. That is that one, isn't it?
Joker. That's the episode is Joker, man. I didn't really
catches that
just next to Joker. Yeah.
I think the only thing I've watched of Limmy's is the Joggers sketch.
And who's in that?
Critical Drinker.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
I must have missed that one.
I only know two things that Limmy's been in. One of them, I know he did an EDM rap version of 1 2 Buckle My Shoe, the children's nursery rhyme. But he was also in the IT Crowd as a window cleaner.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Falcon Hoof, says common people, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello there, traveller. I do apologise to you and your fellow countrymen, Brian, for my bad Scottish accent.
I actually don't mind it as someone who's had to listen to Hollywood butchering the accent, which there is several Scottish accents in Scotland, clearly.
I don't know. I get a free pass because, 55% of my family's Scottish, that's well, I suppose.
Yours really isn't bad. There's an awful lot significantly worse accents out there. Attempts at it. Yeah. I dare say there are a few Nigerians writing in just now saying,
"Your accent is nothing like mine. Who do you think you are?" And then some people will be confused, perplexed even, that they think I'm doing Nelson Mandela when I'm actually doing Chris Eubank.
Chris Eubank.
I will box your bloody ears in, Nelson.
Oh dear.
I will see you in the park at the school.
As a pacifist, I am against violence, apart from when it comes to blowing up the white man.
Onky.
Welcome to Casual Racism on the
Casual Racism by White People on YouTube. That'd be a great porn site, wouldn't it? YouTube.
No. No.
Where you get to make your own porn. This is Debbie from Mansfield. She's 35 stone. She likes watch Derek feed a cake while jizzing on her tits. Is that spray cream or is it his own?
Under the category of growlers.
Yeah.
See, today's youth are spoiled by the amount of filth that's readily available and free.
Yeah.
See, when these streaming sites, do you remember these horrendous streaming sites when they first started up? There was nothing on them. It was just all guys pulling their plonker, and that was it. There was fucking nothing else going on. Straight away.
When it took you a week to download an image of a tit.
Yeah. You know something absolutely ridiculous? The reason why we have streaming sites like Netflix and YouTube today is because the porn industry came up with H.264. To stream porn. Porn is the reason why VHS won over Betamax.
Really?
Yep.
Porn is responsible for some very big technological advancements.
I was just about to say those exact words.
Yeah.
I would say that's a load of wank, but
It's not.
It's really not.
Well, apart from the mobile phone, remember they were getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and then all of a sudden, hang on, I can play.
You can watch
videos
porn on
on
it.
my
And
Windows
bigger and bigger
Media
and bigger.
phone, and they all get bigger and bigger from then on.
do you know what did
Yeah.
it with porn and phones? The clam shell.
Clamshell.
Clam. I'm here all week. Until they let me out. Until I come out with some decent jokes. Which there's been none of tonight so far. Franco's put a YouTube link in there, and I'm almost scared to click it.
What is it?
It's probably Mandy from Mansfield, who's 35 stone.
Super Santos FG. Franco, you can't just.
That would be YouTube's.
What? Super.
YouTube.
It's a user
Santos
called
FG.
YouTube. For God's sake.
Trev, did you manage to get yourself a bottle of Glenmorangie as I advised? Or
I was going to get one, and I saw the price, and I thought I'll have to wait till payday.
Oh, I've got a new one right here, right now.
My boss said earlier, "Oh yeah, I'll put your money in," and he hasn't.
Dirty, but am I allowed a little sound effect here to keep
sure.
everyone going?
Yeah.
Wait,
Jesus, who's popped your cork?
that's a bottle of Glenmorangie.
Oh, you bastard! I'm having to make do with Madry.
Madry.
Yeah, the horrible Spanish swill. Hey, you know, on some channels you're not allowed to trump and not allowed to burp.
Yes.
Listen to this.
Oh no, don't.
Oh dear. What's this? Drew Gunn says minimum porn and shrooms. What? Really? What's that got to do with anything?
Porn is the reason the man left the Stone Age. Yep, porn and shrooms.
Maybe it's an offer. Porn and shrooms?
You don't need porn and shrooms when you have AI on the go these days.
Franco says, wrong. There was just as much porn on Betamax as VHS. It was just that VHS was cheaper and machines were smaller than Betamax.
Yes, and that's why it won, because people were buying more porn on VHS.
Yeah, but the thing is, what people don't realise is Betamax outlived VHS. It was still going, but in a digital format. And it's still used in some TV stations to this day.
But the porn in the UK was crap. We weren't allowed to show penetration on VHS, were we, those days? You're going to do
the
that.
Mickey Mouse porn movies.
Yeah, exactly. It's
What,
so
like Robin Asquith
softcore.
in Confessions of a Window Cleaner?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was as rum as it got, wasn't it? You know, Robin Asquith with his white shitty shit streak down the back of his white Y fronts while he's pretending to knob some bird.
Mm. And if you were to get a good one, it would like be grainy as fuck, copied 100 times.
I've just had a really horrible
and the
thought
tape
now.
so worn thin.
Do you think Robin Asquith stunk of shit?
He's still on the go, believe it or not.
He was in Bottle Boys, the worst sitcom ever made.
Was he a milkman?
He was. Bottle boys, up with the lark. Who cares if it's raining? Yep. Who cares if it's dark? Anything you're short on, darling, leave me a note. Can you remember that? That was really bad.
No, not at all. It's obviously left some sort of lasting impact on you there, Trev.
It did.
I remember the song, that's about it.
Me too. Minimum says Linda Bellingham. She was in Blake 7. And she was the Oxo mum for years.
Oh, Linda Bellingham.
Wasn't it weird how that Oxo family, they were just weird.
Why are they all white? Why are there no black people?
That lass, she got fatter and fatter because of all the Oxo. I should box her mother's bloody ears in.
Will you be using the moist heat method?
Oh,
shut up.
I'm glad you said moist there, Brian. I'm very moist.
Can't reach a bit moist.
I'm like one of Amber Turd's turds. I'm wet.
Dear.
What's this? Drew Gunn says no hardcore porn in the UK until the late 90s. When did I fucking miss that? And thanks to homemade porn, it got legalised. And thanks to porn getting legalised, they uncensored all the classic Italian horrors that were cut to F. I don't know what TV station you're watching.
Well, in the 90s, when we got like satellite TV,
Yeah.
Picking up Red Hot Dutch at 2 a.m.
I wouldn't know.
Well, Sword in the Storm, staying up late for the 10-minute preview. That was cable, and that was Television X.
Really?
Yeah, at midnight, you'd get 10 minutes, a couple of trailers, and then it would
I know
just
people
go
who
to
used to get
static.
excited watching Babe Station. Sad bastards.
Get your subscription here to watch Linda finger her own bumhole.
Watch Debbie smother herself in salad cream while Sally licks it off her tuppence. Puts a whole new dimension on a tuna sandwich.
There was a TV show on cable that you got for free. It was called Live, but it had an exclamation point, and they showed. It was ridiculous. No, they showed the. They said soft core. It was Mickey Mouse porn. It showed nothing. God. You might got a bit of side boob if you were lucky. It was so ridiculous. I know, but it was so bad, and I can't even describe how bad it was. But it was, as a teenager, you watch it and you go, ugh, and then you realize that it's actually just something to be embarrassed about.
I'm just thinking with today's prices, Trev, can you imagine the production costs of using salad cream or a pornographic video?
Oh my God.
It'd have to be man mayonnaise, wouldn't it, instead now? Man mayonnaise is free.
Topless stars.
Wayfarer, what's this? Oh, Wayfarer Project says, I'm waiting for the porn industry to come up with the warp drive technology. Then Manuel Grill says, Manuel, I would settle for a fully functioning holodeck. God, if they come out with holodecks, I wouldn't need a wife.
I'll tell you what, if the porn industry could invent holodecks, they probably would, yeah.
Wouldn't it just?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're behind most of the advancements in robotics.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Japan's working on a fully functioning AI-generated wank machine.
Yes. I would not be shocked at that.
Did anybody ever see that cartoon strip Roger Melly where he was hosting Tomorrow's World and they had Bob Symes on and he nicked Roger Melly's wanking machine? Twatted him. You fucker, I invented that. Twat. Fucking hell, Bob Symes. Anybody remember him?
No.
Oh, he was like that. Where, he looked like a mad professor type. I've been in my shed, and I've been inventing this week. What's that? Getting Boy Scouts in and getting him to rub your brass. There's a genie in there, Neville. Keep rubbing. It might pop out. It's purple, Mr. Symes. That's right, Neville, it's purple.
Is there VR headset porn? Yes.
Yes,
there is.
Yes.
And he knows full well there is.
You lying bastard.
You already know there is.
Look, everyone just say yes.
Or, as he'd say, bastard. Down south we don't do gravy. Anybody who don't do gravy's a fucking wrong'un.
I went to it's like a TV showcase thing in Cannes called MIPCOM for selling new television shows and everything. And one of the stalls there had these 3D immersion goggles and had a porn scene running on it.
Really?
But
closest I get to that is a fucking immersion heater.
But they wouldn't let anybody on it for longer than 30 seconds, assumedly because of the massive erection you'll have walking around the conference centre.
Franco says in the chat, Roger was voiced by George Melly. It wasn't. It was by Peter Cook.
Ooh.
Peter Cook voiced Roger Melly. And Tom, the producer, was voiced by Harry Enfield, doing an old granny voice. That used to make me laugh when I used to ring my wife up years ago, pretend to be Mrs. Shitter. Hello, is that you? I want me dinner. Where's Barry? Oh, I used to get her on phone for ages at work with that. Wasn't impressed, she wasn't. But I thought it was funny. Tom with the name Tom says 30 seconds is enough. I'm not sure what you're on about there.
Sorry.
30 seconds.
Speaking of which, we've hit 2.5 hours, guys. What would you like to do?
Just getting started talking about jetty things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. You come in, Brian, and we start talking about spunk and wank and tits and fanny.
Well, what else better to talk about on a
You know
tribute
what it
stream
is?
to an
You
actor that's
started
just
with the
passed?
words naked video. Anybody remember naked video? That's it. It's all gone downhill since then.
Yeah.
And 45 people left the chat since we started talking about porn.
Oh dear.
But we gained 135.
Fair enough.
Oh dear. I tell you what, we'll go till 22 because I'm flagging now and I've got some TV to watch.
TV to watch at this time.
Yeah. Well, you know, because I've done all of the Highlander movies, I've started watching, because Andrew Broadbent in the chat said it's all on YouTube, so I've started watching Highlander the series. So I've been watching that casually.
So anyway, VR porn. The worst thing about the VR porn is if you were using a PlayStation 5, is you need to have it hooked up, calibrated, and also a camera looking at you as well. So you could be providing pornography for someone else at the same time. And you
So
don't know
somebody
it.
in Japan could be watching you having a wank.
Make sure you lock your door. Nothing, because you can't see them coming in. Just I've heard.
Nelson Mandela masturbating there with his PlayStation 5.
I was just rubbing one out with my 11-inch cock.
I've been in jail for 27 years. You cannot blame me for jumping on the PS5 dirty thing.
It's all right. I used Neville on the next bunker down.
Oh dear.
Oh, controversial.
You are a very, very dangerous man. We all thought it, but you've said it in the chat, and I'm not repeating that because you can't say anything about these people what do the wrong things because they're in the right according to him with the several tiers of doing things.
What about that Rachel Reeves? What a
No, I don't do politics here.
Well, from accounts. Yeah.
What pain in the old shit? Pain the fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just think it's made up. They just stick any fucker in, don't they? And now they've stuck these arse clowns in. But you get your leftist types who are wanking off about it, and they think it's great.
The world has gone upside down in recent years.
Yeah.
I think, personally, they should stick all lefties in a big pit and then fill it full of Beano books and concrete.
The cold bitch don't mind, lad.
Yeah.
Proper lefties.
They want to stick it on a boat, put it in the middle of Atlantic, and a bomb going off.
Round them up, put them in a field, and bomb the bastards.
Bomb them?
I'm an
do
old school. I'm an old school lefty trade union guy. I don't know where I am now. It probably makes me far right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point where I think Comrade Keir is an authoritarian bastard.
Into just.
And Trump isn't doing all that bad. He's actually delivering on all his promises. I don't know how I got to this point, because 4 years ago, years ago, before he even got elected, I can't stand the guy. I think he's an absolute twat waffle.
I've gone the other way. I was kind of don't really care about this guy. It doesn't mean anything to me, and I'm thinking he's a bit of a ham shanker. Having said that, some of the stuff he did in Scotland when he was putting that golf course up.
Oh, the golf course, yeah.
Shit.
Bit of a shit.
Aye, not good at all. So anyway, let's not talk about
He won a democratically elected election. It is therefore the American people's problem they put him in charge.
And thank you for joining us on Bollocks Politics tonight, which killed the stream. We'll see you for Monday.